button. Uh-huh. 1 second. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Hello, hello. Let's cut the music for now. Let's double check. Wow, 6 viewers already. All right, let's speak up. Hello there, everyone. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. The stream should be working now. Let me know if there's any problems. Wow, we had 7 people waiting to 2 concurrent viewers. That's amazing. Let me share the stream, I guess. Is something happening? Yes, we're making a player tier list today. I will be sharing this video on a few places, not too many. Where is the Telegram group? I'll share it there too. And there we go. All right, well, okay, so let's start off. Let's remove our wallpaper. So this is what I'm going to be using for today. And before anybody asks, yes, we're going to be using this radar chart rather than the other one. I even recommended other ones, but I didn't like them, or they seemed a bit like, lacking. So today we'll be using this, and anybody else would like to join, they can join, as I would love to hear the opinions of the community. Oh yeah, there's one more thing I need. I need to get the old list, don't I? Where is it? Where's the old list to like compare to people, right? Yeah.
Bruce, if I may.
Yes, I'm listening.
There's still a delay between your voice here and the voice and the visual in the YouTube.
Yeah, that should happen.
But I can't see what you're talking
Oh,
about.
I'll get to that. I'll get to that. I will be still streaming.
Thanks.
I just need to get the image. Actually, should I ask that? Wait,
I'm here for whatever, man. Shoot it.
All right, if you could get the previous tier list as an image for me, that'll be great.
Previous tier list
this one. Here
image?
You go. Yeah, here you go.
Oh, I'll get it, okay. The seal one?
Just the tier list of the players. And I'm going to make this a bit smaller. I think that's a bit too big. Can you guys see the chart on the right? How does it look now?
We can't see it now, but tell the YouTubers.
Okay, I will be streaming my screen for here. Okay, that's not going on YouTube. The only YouTube is going to be on this one. All right, so I just need the previous list and we should be ready to go. Let's check YouTube for just a quick second. Hello there.
Do you need a previous list one? Do you need a previous list, or do you need a thumbnail of the previous stream?
No, just the list. Just need to see the compared to people.
Wait,
the old list was apparently the previous was apparently rotary shockwave. Often has told us that. Let's find it. Let us find it. DMM. Oh, I remember that. No, that's not it. May was removed. I can't find it. Well, okay. Okay, one moment. I need to check something. 1 second.
There you go.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, gentlemen. All right, let's save this image. I cannot save this image. Save this image. No. Okay, there we go. All right.
Wow. I mean, look at this list. ODX was in C tier, which you can see.
Well,
Oh, you
things
sent
have
it already?
changed. Yeah, yeah. Let's get
Oh,
that
you sent it.
image and say old list. Yes. And let's put this on. Yeah, so this is the previous list. I added special mention. Okay, the scaling on that is terrible. Okay, but anyways, we're gonna keep with this. All right. I don't care what the the ranges and radius. So this was a previous list, ladies and gentlemen. This is from 2 years ago. All right. Some people are still playing. Some people are no longer playing. Some people are actually passed away. This is very outdated. So we're here to update. We're here to get a 2025 list. All right. Ooh, yours is better actually, isn't it? Let's see. Can I replace it? Does YouTube like it more? Yeah.
Or is it better? Next one or mine?
No, I think yours is barely better, but you know what? Let's just go back and go with the show. All right, so let's start off with our first. So this is alphabetic, I'm thinking. Hello there, everyone.
Also,
Yeah.
Bruce, are you streaming in 480?
Don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
But on
Yeah,
Discord, I'm
because-
streaming it in a lower thing. So who should we start? Should we start alphabetically or what?
Yeah, alphabetically should be fine. Yeah.
Is that really 38? This is all 38, really? I feel like this is less than 38, but I remember the image was 38. Okay. So Admiral, where was Admiral last time? Let's double check. Actually, let's start with Marakar, actually. Where is Mr. Marakar? So I'm going to put Marakar on his own tier, all right? Because the thing is with the ratings is that, let me put the old list away, actually. Okay, whoop, I need to put this up. Is that better? I'm sorry, gents. I'm kind of juggling things here. That should be better. Yeah. All right. So Mr. Marker has won the World Championship, and if you guys ever watch his content, he is a gem. Like if you guys watch his team games, right? He's
Yeah,
a
we do.
guy. He's a guy who doesn't even do any mistakes. So as you can see on my little box on the right, maybe on the stream it'll be better to see guys because on Discord you guys are seeing everything and I can't I'm jumping between windows like
Yeah.
the way I do on Discord is like layering and on the stream on YouTube it looks a bit better. Yeah. So I'm gonna be giving Mr. Markart a full score of 4.9 and everything. If I give it to 5, the list will push it to 6. And the list is 1 to 5. I should mention the tiering list as well. Wait, where is Mr. Marker on the tier list? Am I not? What is this? Why is this not? Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Ah, there's a mistake I made. Uh-huh. Okay, I made a mistake. Okay. So, Markar's own level because I cannot find a problem or mistake with this man. He does have times when he loses games, but those games I know is that either you can hear it from his voice or you can hear the fatigue. Like on a normal day, you're not gonna beat Mr. Markar, right? Like in this world, maybe Xcal can beat him. Everything else is just up to luck and his mood. Mrs. Man is 0 hour incarnate. He's a beast, and he gets top score. And he's a good example for the content and how we will be displaying each player. All right. Any questions or objections?
None.
Bruce, you're not explaining what the chart says. What are these 5 different categories?
Oh, yes. Of course. Yes. The 5 different things. Okay. So versatility is the. Okay. Versatility is basically the amount of different factions you can play on top of the amount of different tactics you can play. All right. If you're somebody who picks the same GPs and brings the same tactics and makes yourself more predictable, the more your versus score will go down. Okay. For example, Mr. Marakar is a man who has developed his own strategy on how to beat guard tower ECA with bikes. Okay. If you guys know about Age of Empires 2, it's basically how Lentis's work. Lentis. Yeah. If you don't, that's fine. But my point is that Mr. Markar not only tries new tactics and units, he even brings his own things. It's very cool. All right, so the next one is eco and macro. This is short for economy and your macro of how much production you can do, because somebody can make lots of money, but somebody can make lots of money and make lots of units. It depends. There's a balance of this. And a good player should have a good balance between having good amounts of economy to build and also the capability of spending it. Having 200k in the bank is pointless. All right? And if I see you guys above 6, 7k in Riser Reds, I will be angry. Like, it should be 5k, but I can tolerate 6, 7. All right, so the next one is co-op and support. So this is the one that will get people angry because the community is so team game oriented, but co-op is how you cooperate and interact with other players. Okay, do you go the extra mile? Do you do voice chat? Do you text? Do you beacon? How well do you communicate with others? All right, and also this also means how well do you work with other players? All right, because like back in the day, I remember Uli and Aziz played all the time because after me and Ilya were deemed too OP, we got broken up by the government. They broke our monopoly of winning. So Aziz replaced me after after Exadis. Wait, I don't remember. Anyways, these two players, Aziz and Ilya, could play really well, but once you broke them up and put them on different teams, they crumbled. Ilya needed somebody to hold him in early game, and he tried to go late game really well. His early game wasn't that good. And meanwhile, Aziz had a great early game, but his teammates never really carried him to late game, so he would run out of steam and crumble. So if you are somebody who can be flexible and play with anybody and cooperate with them, like not just play and win by yourself, okay? Winning is not the main focus here, okay? If you'll have a good co-op capability, and supporting is how to work well with your teammates, how to synchronize generals' powers, how to push together, how to communicate what to do airstrikes or planning strategies together, okay? Cooperation is all about the social aspect of RTSs. Does that explain it?
Yeah.
Are we good? All right, so the next one is pushing and ending. This is simple. Push the game and win. If you're an idiot that sits down for 40 minutes, builds Sekiko, and says, I'll kill him. Like, if you dwarf the guy and just make him bored enough to wait another 20 minutes for your units to get all the fancy upgrades and to, ballet themselves around your base until you get rank 5 and then your super comes in, that's not fun for anybody, and also shows that you're sloppy. All right, in a real good game, if we're playing competitively, you should be able to strike clear, strike true, and go for a throat and end them. This can be including doses sniping, and if I get very annoyed at myself. Looking at you, Corpse T, the only time you beat me without dose sniping was like 3 years ago, buddy. Like, you do the same thing. It works, I guess. But, yeah. Ending the game is important, and how to push, how to siege, okay? Throwing your units into a defensive line when you can flank, when you could do something else, when you could maybe, use bombers to kill anti-infantry weapons like minigunners and then throwing in infantry to clear the anti-tank weapons, stuff like that, how to push and clearly, advance the front lines. The last one is fighting or playing the game, your game sense. This is such a big category that it's going to be hard to calibrate this one. But having good game sense matters, like what kind of choices you make, how well you play, right? Like, in team balancing, you have like players that are desired and some that are undesired. Why? Because that this player has a good game sense. He knows what to do. He knows where to, send his units, what to drop, how to move this, right? So game sense is important. This is the overall like closest thing to skill in terms of gameplay, positioning, maneuvering, all this stuff. But I'm just gonna put it on the game sense because, like I said, it's a wide net. Okay. Let's check the comments in the meantime. The comments, let's see. Wow, so many people. Yeah, hello there, CNC. Hello there. Yes.
Yeah, you mentioned something about not being able to finish the game, so I
Yeah.
felt called out.
Well, good sir. As the kids say, get good. Yeah, so we will be continuing from there. So that is Mr. Marakar, and let's continue from the next one. Mr. Admiral. Admiral, let's see. Where was Mr. Admiral last time? Admiral was. You know, I'm gonna just zoom into. I can't see anything. I'm gonna zoom into this. I'm sorry, kiddos. Admiral. Flamer, Tau, Del. I swear we had Admiral in this list. Corpse D. Oh, that's Admiral. There we go. That's Admiral.
No,
He
it
was
is
D
actually
tier,
the
really.
Yeah.
Ooh. That is mean. Ooh. I don't know why I put him on D tier, but you know what? Today there will be more people on D tier, so who knows? So
He's
let's.
definitely not D tier.
He's not D tier today. He's a good 1v1 player. The only real complaint I have about him is his networking and network conditions. That's the only complaint I have about him. If this guy had
Yeah.
decent internet, he would probably be corpsey tier, like easily. Like he would be very high tier because he's actually
He wasn't
flexible.
pigeon internet.
What?
He wasn't pigeon internet back in the day.
He still
old
is, and
stream.
he's still there. Like
Yeah.
it's still there. Hello there, Osama. Let's see. So, right now, I want to put him in a B tier, but I want to say that recently I haven't seen him too much because recently in Syria there has been recent events of political nature, so he has been busy. But I think B tier would be fair for Mr. Admiral. Any objections, kiddos?
I'd put him in like between B and C because we don't know how future ratings will go. So let's just say he's like.
Actually, I
there
don't
for
know
now,
if
maybe
he.
decide
Wait.
later,
I
don't
wait.
know.
Let's go over the numbers then. Wait. Let's go over the numbers. For versatility, I don't see him playing a lot of ECA or China.
No.
He plays USA, Russia, and GLA. So that's 3 maximum out of 3 out of max. So I'm gonna just give him 3 points for that. Right. For macro and eco, he's not very well known for his late game.
No, especially because he's a GLA player and those things don't really mix.
Okay, so for GLA players, I don't think that would be fair to like say, like you know, his macro and eco doesn't really matter. So let's just compare to
No, I
his
mean
USA and
it
Russia.
does, but
Wait.
if you learn macro as a China, then you're obviously gonna do it better than as GLA. Like how many times has Tao forgotten market upgrades?
True. So for macro and eco, let me rename this chart in the meantime. You guys in the Discord stream are seeing more things than you should, but you know I can't do anything about it because you guys want to see things. Actually,
On
what,
the
maybe
technical
don't
side of
mind.
things, can we not make the
Bruh.
pictures? Can we not see the big letters behind the pictures that I added to them?
Which big letters?
At the bottom of the profile pictures instead of the ones that this app has.
Oh, you want the names to be removed?
No, man, the names are there.
Which letters? Do you mean these letters on the left?
No, I sent you the pictures, and these pictures that you're using, they have the names already.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we not see them instead of this one because they're more tiny and I don't know.
I think this is fine right now because people like the thing is like I
It's
just looked
fine.
at the pictures right now, and like back in the first live tier stream we had everybody at MP3, MP7 names, and I'm looking at the images. It took me a second to even recognize Admiral. So in 3 years' time we don't know what we're gonna be doing. So for
How about them?
macro, let's give Admiral I'm not gonna give him maybe a 3.5. Yeah.
We don't see the rating, by the way, on the tier
I
list.
know, but I'm gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. So tier list is what you guys should be seeing. For game sense, do you think he's a good player? I think for his GLA he has good game sense. For Russia's decent, but his USA is kind of lacking. So Do you think that he has a good amount of game sense? Good. Do you think he's good at taking trades, fighting, harassing?
He's good at harassing. I can say that much.
Yeah.
So out of 5, we should give him what? A 4?
Yeah, 4 is good.
All right. And pushing and ending, I think he can end the game really well. I'm gonna give him a high score for this one.
Yeah.
And
4 at least.
cooperating and supporting, he doesn't communicate on microphone too much, but he can play with everybody, and he beacons and chats. I'm gonna give him a high score too. I feel like, yeah. Let's say that coop and supporting, I'm gonna give him
3.5, maybe. I don't know.
3.5. No, like his pushing and ending, I'm gonna give him like 5. Versatility is 4. Eco and macro is 3.5. Games is 3.9. And co-op and support, I would say 4 and a 4.5 is fair. All right.
Yeah.
So then let's go on ahead and 1 second, gentlemen. I'll have to recreate the image, calculate, and open the charts.
And we don't stream it.
You will see it on the stream. No, we're not. I'm like, no, you're not gonna see all of them. Yeah, little box, please.
Bruh. I do not hear
wait.
myself.
Mute one of them. Wait, why doesn't it work? No, that's not it. That's not it. Okay, there we go. Oh, I forgot. Okay, I have to do some magic. 1 second. I will be disconnecting from Discord call, and when that happens, please message me on Steam, I guess. 1 second. Wait, what? Really?
You just closed Steam though.
Oh, wait, I
On
did
the
it wrong.
stream.
Wait, okay, wait. Open the charts.
Bruce,
Okay,
you
give me a
closed
second.
Steam.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you closed Steam. We couldn't message you even if you
Oh, yeah.
went down.
Okay, my bad. Okay, I'll enable Steam. Is my stream ongoing? No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of doing amateur hour here, boys. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna stream this, and I'm gonna be removing my VPN because the chart thing doesn't really work with the VPN really well. So we will continue from here. Let's check the chat. Nothing has gone on with the chat. Osama just said something. Okay. Anyway, so that's where I'm gonna put Admiral. I'm gonna put him on like somewhere between B and C. I think B is my last choice because looking at the list, there's only like his eco and macro, and yeah, his eco and the macro is the only real thing that I would say is bad. Or his chart is pretty good there. Any objections?
I think it's
None.
fine.
Go ahead. But please look at the voice list if you can.
Wait, this was better. I don't know. I don't know what to comment on that right now. I need to focus back on the stream. Okay, next one's Otto, as I like to call him, Dado. Where was Mr. Dado on the list last time? Let's see. Mr. Dado was D tier. Darn, he was D tier. Okay, he was D tier. Okay, so Dado is a dad mostly these days, so yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say B.
I'm not putting him on B. I'm just starting with that right now. Oh no! I closed the page. I shouldn't be closing. Okay. Anyway, so versatility. Do you guys see Auto playing all 5 factions, boys?
I never see him
ECA,
playing
USA.
What?
ECA,
ECA,
USA. And then
So versatility
GLA
then out of
maybe?
5, then I'll give him a 2 or 2.5 then.
I don't know if he plays Russia or China. I don't think so. I mean, if you all agree to go roundup, then he does, but only then.
Versatility, yeah, if that, I'll give him an extra point then. I'll give him 3.5. No, I just give him 3.5 to be fair. Okay, but
Everyone
Mr.
goes random if we agree on it.
I mean, yeah, if you play random, then you have versatility. Does
No, I
anybody
mean
have?
no one objects to being random in all random games.
You guys have all random games?
Yes.
Yes, we do, and you were there sometimes, like
Okay,
one or
then
two times.
let's just remove that then, and let's not make it. Let's not have a point for that. Let's just go with 2.5. But I'll say that Mr. Dado is busy with real life, so I'm not gonna probably give him a great score in this one. Let's see. Eco and macro, I think his eco is bad, and the other thing is he doesn't expand really well. So I'm gonna give this maybe a 2.9 or 2.5 actually. Is eco and macro? I might be too mean, but I never don't seem like game really like having multiple war factories. I don't even seem early game pushing with one war factory constantly.
Yeah. Also, by the way, on your stream, the chart isn't visible. Not on the Discord stream, the YouTube stream.
Really, because it should be visible in my
Yes.
sense.
There is the discord.com stop sharing on top of your page, but the chart itself isn't visible.
1 second. Um, the chart itself is invisible. You say, huh?
Yep.
I don't see this on my OBS, so I'll have to watch it from the stream.
I can send you a screenshot if you want.
Yes, please. Send it to me on Steam if you can.
Okay.
And wait. Does this fix things?
Nope. Wait, I mean, maybe it hasn't updated. Wait a minute. But
So
for now, I still don't see it.
So for game sense, I feel like he has a decent early to mid game, but his late game is really lacking. So we give him a 3 at max for this one. Pushing and ending. Guys, I want you to like hold me. I want to give him a 1 on this. So
Definitely.
So like, somebody say I'm wrong and object to this, please.
But it's true.
One on what?
On pushing and ending.
Others. I mean, only thing he can do is push as easier with defenses if he's
Yep.
got a stable teammate. Or as a USA, he can just use hunter killers and start. That's it.
But that just doesn't end the game, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't kill your production, or like it doesn't checkmate you.
Yeah.
It might check you, but not
Yeah,
checkmate you.
It's more of pushing part, not of the ending though.
I'm gonna give him a 1 for pushing and ending. Sorry, Otto. And co-op and support. I think Otto can stick with any team. He's a casual, chill head. He's in a call, but he doesn't tell me when he's dying personally or when he's about to die. He's like, "Oh, Bruce, goodbye." So he says it like that to me. So I think that I want to give him. Okay, what's wrong with that?
There is no chart.
Oh, the chart is gonna be at the end of the conversation, boys. I have to like generate one each time. Okay, so for co-op and support, I'm gonna give him a 3.
He's okay. Yeah.
I'll give him a
he's
3.
fine.
Okay, so let us now create his chart and share it. Yes, now it's visible. Haha. Okay, so where does this put Otto? Wow. He was D tier before, right? Wait. He was D tier before. I don't think I'm gonna add anything on top of that. I think D is good, as like there are 2 other tiers beneath it, and the two tiers beneath it are for recruits specifically, for people who need to learn more or are advancing out of the recruit tier. Okay. Now, does this mean that a recruit that's advancing is gonna go up to D? Maybe not. Like from advancing from where you jump in is not like it's not gonna be direct. Like advancing can jump from like D to C or B. We're gonna probably see some players who are recruits, but they're not You know that when they get to learn their things, they're not going to stay there. Okay, so this is Mr. Otto. I'm going to switch on to Mr. Aldi. In my games of Aldi, I don't remember seeing anything that's I remember seeing anything that's not ECA. Hello? Okay, let me turn on the VPN now. Hello?
Yeah.
You're back.
Okay, so, I'm back. Yeah, if I cut out, guys, you should message me on Steam, please, okay? Because, like, you know, the generator of the image and the VPN doesn't get along much. Okay, so, what was I going to say? Yeah, if, for Mr. Aldi, I haven't seen him play out of ECA, so I'm going to give him a low versatility. Maybe a 1. Eco and macro, it's a beginner level, so I'm going to give him a 2. Game sense. He's still learning. Give him another 2 for this one. Pushing and ending. I don't remember seeing any of his games where he wins. Or I don't see him working towards, like, you know, squeezing people with ECA. So I'm going to give him a 1 on that. As for co-op and support, have you guys ever communicated with him in a game?
Nope.
I haven't had any team games with him. I can't say that. Nick may had one, Sajad.
Yeah, I have talked. No, not with Aldi.
He did play much when he first appeared in the community. Not now. I haven't seen him be more active.
I don't think we have enough data for his co-op and support. I'm gonna just leave it as a 3 to be 2.5 out of 5 to be fair. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know
Seems
enough, so
fair.
I'm gonna just do that one. Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake. 1 second. Okay, you guys should see the Aldi chart. All right.
On the Discord, we
for-
can't.
Yeah, you'll see on YouTube. Like, guys, there's like 5 different layers you have to do. I'm jumping through pages all the time. Do you want to see that?
On the no, we don't. But on the Discord, we can't. And
Yeah, I know.
On the YouTube, there's a 20-second delay,
Just
so
wait
we
for
can't
it.
see
Just
any.
wait for it, okay? As for what's his name?
We're not
As
game
for on
five.
as for the chart, where do we put Aldi? I'm gonna put him on further learning needed. He's still learning. He still needs to learn more. He has a bright future ahead. But stop playing on what's his name? Not Iron Dragon. What was that called? 7-Star Assault? No. What was that map? The 8-player map they played in 1v1. Please stop doing that. Play on 10 can of decent 1v1 maps. As we have a lot of good maps, guys. Okay, Batreg. Batreg might be the newest player in our community, right?
So I only know the chart is visible on the
Yeah.
YouTube stream.
Yeah. You guys can hear the numbers anyway, so you guys should be like, you know, we're judging 1 to 5 on everything. Batrick is a new player. He used to play GLA, now he's playing Russia. So I'm going to start him off with a versatility of 2. Eco and macro. I haven't seen him build more than 6 arm suppliers in the game for his Russia, and he hasn't built bounties in some GLA games overall, so I'm going to give him a... I don't want to say 1, maybe 1.5.
Rose.
Hello, who's this? Hello?
It's a jet. He has some connection issues. But
Okay.
did
Hear
you
me?
put Patrick in for the learning prematurely, or what?
I'm just still thinking. Like, in the end, I'm gonna ask you guys. I'm gonna give you my opinion, guys. You guys gonna tell me if I'm right or wrong. Then you know, we'll put him on the list in the end. Okay. Like, this is just for
Yeah,
like
okay.
a thing. Yeah. So for eco and macro, I'm going 1.5. Game sense. I feel like this is a player who gets radar and doesn't use it.
Damn. By the way, he watched me play ECA today and then immediately started winning by copying me.
Well, that's great.
Kind of funny.
That's great. I hope that he will grow and become a great player. If there's one thing I want to have good players that are, like fun. Yeah. I hope you all become good.
Is
so
that
I
a
can-
bad thing, CNC? Is that a
No,
bad thing?
it's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
So for game sense, I'm gonna give him a 2 or 2.5. Boys, what do you think?
No, Patrick's got good things. He can crush workers as GLA. He harasses the supplies good,
Okay.
and then
He's
I mean
active.
he has good knowledge. Yeah, he's a fast
Yeah.
learner.
He has fast reaction speed.
Oh, the map was Death Valley, by the way. Okay, so then what do you guys think then would be fair? 3? 4?
Probably.
5?
At least.
What?
think
Yes, Ajad, you have
I
some
think maybe
connection
3.5.
issues now.
Sajad,
no,
message
it's
me.
my
Yeah.
my mic. My mic.
You can just
Okay,
write
it
it
says
on
good.
the 2 chats we have going. You can try either
It
one.
is
of
good
those.
now.
Okay. So what do you think out of 5 the game sense?
I think 2.5 is kind of good
Yeah.
for him.
2.5,
Okay.
yeah. For a
Okay.
recruit, it's a
Because-
good level.
It is.
Sometimes he just drop in the entire game. Do massive mistakes.
But I
That's
should
just
mention that
what I can
Patrick is a new player in our community, so like what's its name? This list might be very outdated with Mr. Batrick in 6 months' time.
Yeah.
It will. Yeah, it
Okay?
will.
If things continue,
And
then
it's-
yes.
Good that it will.
Yep. So pushing an ending, guys. What do you think about pushing an ending? Do you think he's somebody who you can be afraid of, like ending the game or like checkmating you?
No,
No,
he's not afraid.
he's very
He
good.
goes for the killing blow as soon as he can.
Yeah, he's good. He's
So I think we give him a 3
He's
for
one
that
of the
then.
best, if not the best recruits we have right
I'm
now.
gonna give him actually then 3 or 4.
3,
Yeah.
yeah. 3.5.
3.5 is good.
The
Okay.
3.2.
Co-op and support.
yeah.
I love this guy's energy. He's always energetic and optimistic. I like him. Even when I harshly criticized him,
He
he was like,
refuses
okay,
to play against me.
he's a smart man. Give another point. Okay, so I think I can give him co-op and support 2.5 just to be neutral enough. And I think that's where I'll leave it, boys.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, let's change the
2.5?
list. Yeah.
3 maybe, because he's a very communicative guy.
Okay, 3 it is. Calculate the list and compose it. Amazing. Okay, you know what? How about I change my VPN to another country?
Midstream is crazy.
Let's change it to France. Ew. Hun. We had the French. Okay, there we go. Mr. Batrick, that is your star. You guys can clearly see the 5, right? The points and the scores and stuff? Yeah. Wow, he is not even hitting the 5 mark. Poor kid. His highest is a 3.5. Oh well. Alright, let's put him on the tier list now. Where are we going to put him on the tier list? I want to say learning is where I would put him right now.
Yeah,
Or advance. I'll put him at
good.
advancing. He's advancing
Yeah,
through
advancing
the recruits.
is-
Yeah.
Perfect.
oh
for
yeah,
him.
advancing, the second one.
Okay, for Mr. Bob. Bob, I love you. You might be from Germany from what I understand, and you're a very nice guy. But you have only submitted 1 replay for me. And from
Not
that
enough.
from that replay, I will say that this review I'm going to give you is going to be very unfair to you. But for versatility, I think I'm going to give you a 1 because there's only 1 replay. For eco and macro, you don't expand that much, and your production does have delays. Let me double check if this was Bob that only had 1 replay. Let's not Bob. Let me double check him. Yes, only 1 replay. Okay, so
Подожди. Any games?
no
Guys,
games. No.
hello.
Hello, Vitamin.
No game.
No games today.
New
no,
game.
guys, that.
Actually, wait, I can play.
You guys can go to our channel then, okay? I'm on VC2. You guys go to our channel.
I'm gonna be muted.
We are in VC2.
Daryl, could you tell me really quickly in Russian, are they doing a listing, like a live thing?
And what?
We're
What did
doing
you
a
say?
live thing. We're doing a list thing here. Can you tell them that?
Да, Витамин, мы стрим делаем в Ютубе. Да, здесь не будем говорить об играх.
So for game sense, I remember that he actually struggled and his base building and his sense of like trying to win the game was lacking. He was trying to basically play an RPG on the map without knowing where to go, what to do. Like he didn't even like, well, even if he looks at the map, he doesn't see the map. If you guys understand what I mean. Pushing and ending, I'm gonna give my bad score on this like 2, and co-op and support. I don't know anything about him on this case, so I'm gonna give him a 1. This is gonna be pretty easy, boys. This is gonna be a pretty short list, sadly. But wait, not Patrick, no, Bob. Sorry, I was gonna. Okay, let's put it on the.
Are you
radar.
saving each one of the stars, by the way?
The what?
Are you saving each one of the stars? by
No,
the
I
way?
am not. Should I?
Well, then if you're doing them in a way,
It would be
which the
good.
yeah,
I can
because
start
we cannot see
saving
it on
them.
the stream. No, because if you cannot see them on the stream, they cannot even screenshot it later when the stream gets
Oh.
archived.
And why he gonna charge like? No, it
You
seems
know?
like an archive. No, I don't archive. I only archive like. What? Yeah, I archive some streams. There's like 20, 30 of them, but like nothing you guys will miss. The PFB streams, Pirate Mod streams, Symbiosis stream, Rainbow Six streams, Civilization Beyond Earth streams, and some streams that are basically Hunter's Gone, so let's just fuck around kind of like stream. Like there's like 30 streams of that. I don't archive a lot of my streams, but just those were garbage. And
I see.
for me to say garbage in my level of stream channel quality is like it's gotta be really bad. So yeah, we can. I don't think I'll say them right now. Yeah, because I'll have to go back and do the other ones. And each time I do it on, can I do it like this? That way, little box. I put this up here. Okay. Each time I do it, I think I have to like show you guys the image of what my downloads are. Yeah, no need for that. Okay, so Mr. Bob, you need to go back to school. All right, we're gonna put you in further learning needed. Mr. Calvin, C for Calvin, but let's start off with Mr. Calvin. Versatility for Mr. Calvin. I have technically
Not that
seen
much.
him play all the factions, but I will say that he has very big difficulty playing Russia, which is like the strangest thing to me personally. And he's a good GLA, but his USA is okay. I don't see him playing a lot of ECA either. I'm giving him a 3 in versatility, maybe. If I was nice, maybe 3.5.
Does this include Spice games?
Oh, internal games. I will say that I will only say what I can see, and this includes everything I can see. Right now, he is
Okay,
on
so-
hiatus, but yeah, I'm not gonna say anything's very too different in internal. It's basically what you guys know. Like nothing's too different. So 3 for versatility. Eco and macro. Do you guys see him
He has a
constantly?
good macro.
What? Is it good macro?
There was one 2v2 game of internal. It was
Okay.
on the Kazakh Fury, and his teammate died. He was Mizo, I think, and he just carried the entire game for like 20 minutes. It was
So let's give him a
very
4 then
good
on that.
performance.
Then, if he has good macro, let's give him a 4 on that.
Yeah, he's good at
For
macro.
his
Yeah.
game sense,
But he just got tired.
Sorry, go on. So what was I gonna say? For his game sense, I would say he has a good understanding of the game, but how well he can play in those conditions. I should have had morale in this game, in this list too. Actually, now I think about it, because like,
It would
Calvin's-
be too complicated.
yeah, but I'll put it this way, guys. There are 2 moves of Calvin, or 3 moves, right? There's the casual Calvin that you guys know and play with, and he's like, whatever, okay. Then there's a Calvin who's lost 2 games and he has very bad morale and he will never recover from that for that entire day. Like, he can't recover from it. He's just in a shitty mood and his performance is gonna really be affected. And then we sometimes have the anime protagonist Calvin. Okay, and I call him this because he's not gonna say, "Oh, I'll do this to him," or "I'll try this. I will kill him," and he just it's like a stupid ass anime fight scene where like the protagonist just like touches him and things
Yeah.
just blow up. Yeah. So like
Super Saiyan.
yeah. So for his game sense, this is the most like confusing one for me to put. Like 3, I feel would be unjust, but 4 doesn't have the consistency. Maybe 3.5 would be fair for this one.
I can say.
Okay, so pushing an ending, I think Calvin has what it takes to push and end most players in the game. This includes me. Yeah. I remember that. What's his name? There's like a few games where I was a bit too, I would say, arrogant. Yeah. Or just insisting not to build cheetah, and he just killed me with anarchist spikes. I didn't want to get the cheetah, but like it was completely, that's on me. So for pushing an ending, I'm gonna give him a good score. I'm gonna probably give him a 4 because he can push, he can end, and in internal, he is somebody who actually, I would say that game sense maybe is like another reason why like pushing ending in the game is kind of mixed. He invented a few strategies, which is my funniest one that I see is like he gets pillagers with technicals full of terrorists, and he basically rebel ambushes you with terrorists or like lets you crush them, and it's like the most what the fuck thing that you don't expect. And it's very ingenious. I love it. So pushing an ending, I feel is very good. It's for co-op and support. I guess morale would fit co-op and support the most. He played with everybody, right, guys?
Yeah, you did
I
play
don't-
with
I
me once,
think-
but
He actually played the
s-
most with
a long ago.
Luna, besides me and maybe Tao. Like the most people who play with Luna is like him, me, and Tao, and I think that's like give an extra point. For supporting, would you guys want Calvin like a support position, like a pocket position?
I can't say, man. I really
Given
can't.
that he's
Maybe yes.
GLA, I'm gonna say probably not. But then again, he does know what tunnels are. Would 4 be too much?
Oh yeah, most GLA players don't know. Not GLA players, most players that random GLA.
I am going to give a 4 to co-op and support. It might be a bit generous, but that's what I'm going to go with. So let's go ahead and crack out Calvin. Calvin, okay. Calculate and open the chart. What? Oh. No. Open the chart. Yeah, okay. France's network is better. Okay, that's Calvin. I want to say something for a guy who's like, living his life and doing adult things. Calvin's pretty good. I'm going to put him in probably a B tier. Which now that I see it, it's kind of weird that we have 2 GLA players consistently and both of them are in B tier. Yeah. I would put him on an A tier if he had a single,
You're forgetting Vigo.
I'm getting to Vigo. Is Vigo on the list? Let's see. Where is he?
He is. Why would he not be? He is.
Oh, there he is. There you see. Okay. So the next one on the list is Mr. CNC. Well, he's not here to represent himself, so quickly give him a 1 on everything. So versatility, I think
Playing against
CNC can,
Vitamin right now.
okay, I think versatility-wise, I think he can like get every faction. He can play every faction right now. His USA kind of sucks. His GLA isn't great. I'm gonna give him easy with 4.5 on it. Is that okay with you, fellas? As for eco and macro, I think this is his strong suit. Another 4.5 would be good.
Strong? He's strongest.
Yeah. His game sense. I don't think this one is to be overstated too much because, like, his general strategy is rush to Sekiko or defend or, like, tier up and get an artillery advantage. His early game rushes are not that great unless they're using ECA, which is like a turret push. I'm going to say a 3 might be for this one. By the way, gentlemen, I'm the only one talking here. If you guys have anything to add, let me know.
I don't have anything to add. So
Okay, so
far,
game
everything seems good.
sense, yeah, 3 is good. There are places to be, better, but it could be better as well. So for pushing and ending, this is his weakest spot. But how weak are we gonna consider this? I don't want to give him a 1. I'll put him a 2 then, because
He
what?
can fairly.
I know how to end all games, not how to end them fast.
And that's the point of the pushing and ending.
Well, yes. Then I win, no?
No, so pushing and ending, I might give you a 2, and a co-op and support. I think CNC is a good multiplayer player. You could get him in a pocket position. This is one of his strong suits as well.
What is a pocket position?
Imagine a position between 2 players where you're in the back, where technically you could
Oh,
tech
you
rush.
support.
Yeah. It's a safe position for you to play with multiple airfields, or get Sekiko really quick, or whatever you do, tear up fast. Let's see, co-op and support wise, yeah, I think it's a good pushing for him too. I'm gonna give him a 4 on this.
Yeah, seems good.
So the thing is, 4.5. Let's calculate the thing. But let's look at Calvin first of all. Yeah, Calvin was on B with 1, 1, 3. Oh yeah, 2, 3. Yeah, 2 3s, 1, 3, and 1 3.5. And he was what? What was he? He was a B. Yeah.
Wait, so where am I?
I'm not sure yet. So I'm gonna say if I put him on Calvin's level, right? Oh my God, the VPN's not working with the list again. Please VPN, please the French. Oh, it works. Okay. So the thing is that
Vitamin put this trick against me.
okay,
Thank
I
you.
said he likes that map. I tried to put another map, but yeah, I tried to
Yeah.
break
so
the
the question
stereotype.
is, do I put CNC above Calvin
No,
or not?
B.
B. Okay.
What do you mean no?
I mean,
I'm way better than them, each of them.
Put CNC and Admiral on the same fire.
Yeah, you're better than them, but A, I don't know. That's
Your average doesn't your average
Dude.
doesn't really allow that right now.
I'm on fucking par
Bros.
with Corpse C. What are you on about?
To be honest, you should put CNC higher than Admiral.
Yes.
yeah, maybe A. Yeah, A seems good,
All right.
but I don't think he's on the same level as you.
Yeah. All right, fine.
No,
I'll join
definitely.
Marakar just for the sake of the fun of it. But Marakar's still Marakar.
Way better.
I'll add him to. I'll put
You
myself
could just
maybe.
add an S tier.
I mean, can I add another list? No, I can't. This is a
just, yeah.
maximum. This is a maximum list I can do on this
Oh.
website. So I'll
By
just
the
say
way,
this.
the letters at the bottom showed just right now, just like 10 seconds ago. See and make sure quickly if you can make us see the full pictures.
Which picture? The
Bottom 20% isn't showing. It's blurred
Oh well, that's not up
with
to
the
me.
names of the folder. Not up to you? Okay.
Yeah, that's not something I'm doing. Okay, so I'm gonna put in and calculate. Oh, I calculate Calvin as CNC. I keep forgetting to change the name. Okay. Come on, Frenchies. Okay, so this is Mr. CNC's list. I don't know. I mean, okay, fine. We'll put them on. We'll put CNC on A tier. But I think in average score, he's kind of equal to Calvin. So maybe I'm overthinking the radar chart. Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
you are actually.
Let's go on ahead with the next player. What do we have here? We have Mr. Darial. Ooh. Who's ever heard of this guy before? Look at that punk ass picture. He looks like he's in prison.
It's very good.
All right. Is that the flag of England?
England Pro Max.
Okay, so Mr. Darial is a new player. He's no longer recruit. But he is very good at playing ECA. Let's go ahead and check the rating. Now, for versatility, he is currently only playing one faction. and I barely see him playing anything else. I'm gonna give you a bad score on this one, Darial. Sorry, buddy.
I play Russia against recruits in my defense.
1.5 boys or 1?
1.5, please, for the love of God.
1.5. Okay, for
1.5, yeah.
eco and
Thank you. God
macro.
bless.
Let's see.
Because he do actually really good in ECA.
It's versatility in strategies and factions. That's what versatility means. I will say that it's
Multiple
kind of
factions.
funny that he doesn't really do Pandora and Manticore that often. But I'm
Yeah,
not gonna put him against them. All right, he's still fresh out of recruits, and for like a fresh out of recruits, he's really decent. So for eco and macro, I feel like he can expand really well. His eco, Sekiko. Okay, CNC, when moving to other channel, you're just clicking too much and it's distracting
Oh,
me.
sorry.
So I was gonna say, yeah, eco and macro. You guys see maybe producing multiple war factories or barracks?
Multiple
Have you not
factors.
seen?
Deployment zone. Mostly, yeah.
Yeah, deployment
zone.
zone is like it's not a macro or my, it's not that. I would
You
put
you
him
don't
I
in
saw
the-
him.
you don't
Kill a
know the
lot.
late game ECA that I do. I do multiple barracks with Venom.
What do you consider
Most of the
multiple?
time,
What do you rank as multiple?
5, 4.
Oh, that's a good number. All right, let's give him a 3 then, or 3.5. Maybe a
What's that score? What's that?
3.5 eco and macro.
Mm,
Only thing is
3.5,
that
yeah.
he doesn't do a lot of good Sekiko. He does do good early game, like expanding. So like, yeah, he just works on his late game a bit, but that's it. So for game sense, so for the EC that he plays, I'm not gonna criticize fort upgrades, even though he loves them more than he should.
What upgrades?
The fort upgrades,
What's a fort upgrade?
the fortifications with the machine medic and the engineer port.
It's crucial in the early game pushing.
Yeah, he loves it too much. Okay, I'm not gonna touch that.
You can touch it. I'm open to critical thinking.
The thing is that you sometimes build the medic one when you build one of them that when the other one's not needed, and you don't fill them too often. You invest too much money into them. Like one of them is okay, two of them next to each other. You're just trying to replicate it
Okay,
at the
okay,
tower.
take a desolated district with barracks in the middle and one engineer. No, it's a classic. It's a classic. One engineer fortification,
Come on.
one medic fortification. You have no idea how much of a buff that one pintle machine gun with the medic aura is to the foot soldiers and the engineer aura to the dozerists.
I should mention that
It
thing at range-
overrides it overrides Vitamin's Grison script instantly.
Okay.
Is it the same with Russia?
For game sense, I'm going to say I want to give him a good score in this, but I don't want to be like too crazy either. I want to give him a 3.5 because I see him
Game sense?
actually improving. Yeah, but the only thing that I could see is that he's still not good against he still is not good against like waypointed dragon tanks. So he's scouting is not amazing. And,
yeah, scouting is not right.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
sir.
also, how do I put it? He still needs to learn how to use his GPs a bit better. Like going as CNC, he will maybe be very annoying with his EC GPs, killing airfields,
Okay, can
smacking
you-
down supplies.
Can you explain the GPs thing? What GPs are you?
Like
Talking
when
about?
you use your GPs, like you could do more damage with them than you want. Like you've been dropping them on like some
Right.
structures and not killing them, or like not focusing on the collectors. More like for CNC, for example, I know that he will time, for example, the bomblet strike with the moment he gets bombed. So by the time the bombers return, the airfield will die, things like that. Or like he will kill buildings with the smart bomb, or he will drop it on collection, or like in a place where it actually hurts. So I'm gonna say like the mixture of not using GPs well with scouting, and maybe a vulnerability. Maybe no. And I also one more thing. This was a valid criticism I'm gonna give you. You overinvest into your flank sometimes. Okay, like I
Yeah,
remember seeing
I'm
you on
paranoid,
your
I'm
oils.
paranoid.
You overinvest into them. Like I see you put two skyships next to an oil rig, and I'm like, this this boy's crazy. You overinvest into it sometimes. Like those sides are nice, but if you always have repayment rate, you know that, right? Like after you catch your 300 and you get this 1,000, okay, you get 700 in the pocket, sure, but then it's like ticking per second. If you invest a lot in that flank, the repayment is going to be very high. You know, you're going to be repaying yourself in a few minutes.
I'm not good in math, so yeah, I just do stuff
I'm going to
sometimes
say
because
3
of
for
the.
pushing an ending. I feel like this might be one of his weak spots because he realizes rank 5 or his infantry mechanized battle group, and he could be more
Yeah.
aggressive early game. His late game is okay, but the point of this is not to have like being able to have the late game and the early game. This is like the opposite of macro and micro, like macro and eco. So for pushing an
I don't
ending,
think you're being fair because
Okay.
most of the 1v1s that I do, don't last more than 10 minutes.
okay, your peers, anybody to contest or comment on that?
Well, I would say that he does tend to rely on getting to rank 5 and getting Venoms to really start to push.
Mm,
So
try?
CNC?
No, it's just a very good buff.
Okay, for me, I saw him actually play against Vitamin multiple games, and to be honest, a lot of them he tried weird tactics and new stuff to me.
Good.
So I
Are
think,
you talking about yesterday's games?
yeah, like a
Yeah.
lot of games finished faster than he lost
Your
some.
your voice cut. Sajad.
Is it?
No, it's cutting mid talking.
It's my mic. Wow. It is good now?
We can hear. Yeah, it's good.
Okay, so yeah, there are sometimes we can finish the game before rank 5. You can get him 3 maybe. Good.
Yeah, 3 seems nice. I don't know.
I was gonna give him a 2. You guys say 3. Okay. Nick says like it's like game. CNC and Roger, do you have any comments? I'm stuck between 2 and 3. Like, should I give it 2.5 or a 3, boys? What do you think?
I think 2.5 is fair. Like
2.5.
most of the time he focuses on the late game, yeah. Waiting for the Venom.
I see lots of defensive lines, or he's waiting for the enemy. So I'm not gonna. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
that for me it's more 2.5. But I'm gonna ask CNC. Are you there, buddy? Unmute your microphone.
I'd say
I'm
it's more of a
slowly.
3.
Hmm.
Also, I'm eating right now.
So what do you think, CNC?
It's more of a 3.
3. Okay, then it's kind of a tie. Chat. Anybody? Write down the chat. I'm gonna go to a restroom and I will let you guys write it down in chat. Write 2.5 or 3 or 2. Write what you guys think. You guys are gonna be the chat breaker, the tiebreaker then. 1 second. Hello there, gents. I have returned, and I have orange juice now.
Cool.
Okay, so I asked for the viewers, and now I get lost 4 viewers somehow. Okay, so aside from Darial voting 3 on himself, I do not see anything else. I'm gonna go with mm, let me check the numbers. Wait. I'm gonna 2.5. I think in the end. I know people might disagree with this one. I'm willing to hear their
Perhaps. Yeah.
What's this one once again?
Pushing
sorry.
an
Is it?
It's pushing an ending.
I'm pushing it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I might disagree. I might. 3 is the best one, I think.
Okay, you would think it should be 3. Everybody's hey, it's a tie anyways. Like I think it's 2.5. It's a tie. I'm gonna be overreaching on this one maybe and just going for the one I think fits my head because you should have at least one more guy to tell you 3, and I will be like convinced on 3.
I'll get my sister.
Quickly get your sister right on YouTube.
Nah, maybe not. Okay, 2.5. But I am slowly breaking my stereotypes. One of them being Desolate District, the other one playing only ECA. Slowly, bit by bit.
Okay, so let's go with 2.5 on this. Co-op and support. This one I feel is gonna be a good one for Mr. Darial. Anybody? Let your peers first talk it out with you, because I'm eating the sausage I have.
No, I would say Darial is a terrible support.
What?
Wow.
What he said?
You would find him go try to and put up Sekiko before he tries to help you in early game.
Ooh, those are
Yeah,
fighting
that's
words.
the thing.
What?
That's the one side of the coin. The other side of the coin is he does the rushes Bruce and wins the entire game. So it really depends if he's on the front line or back line, I guess.
Okay, Roger, Sajat, you two are in the chat as well. Please let me hear your comments.
I think he's an okay teammate.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's good. Yeah.
Niklas is still salty about that one game like 4 or 3 months ago when I
Okay.
sacrificed him as a sacrificial lamb to win the game.
I like hearing this banter. Okay, so co-op and support means would you want Darial to be in support position? He plays ECA, and for putting frontline field commands in his allied bases, don't see it too often. So I'm gonna
Really? You don't?
Unfortunately, no.
no on field commands. You put field commands in your allied bases.
Yes, I do. It's the tunnel for ECA.
Okay. I'll let anybody else to say yes or no to that, but I'll say that he has a good morale. He can be criticized. He can have a bad game and he'll go for the next one. He's a good sportsmanship. I like to have him in my games personally. Even I know I'm gonna against a stacked team, having somebody like Darial is actually gonna be good because it's not gonna be stress. Like even if he's dying, he'll be like, I'm being flanked from here. Do this. It's good. It's good to have him in your team. Like I think it's for a cooperative teammate, he's very good. It's a very good mindset. I like him.
Thanks.
But
Much appreciated.
like I said, for supporting position, would he be effective in a pocket position? That's the question I need to ask you guys. And I think he can
I
play
am more of
anybody.
a frontline. Yeah.
Oh,
More of
actually,
a frontline player, yeah.
actually, no. I'm gonna give him an extra point because I will tell you guys that ahead in this list, I'm gonna give myself extra points in co-op and support because I actually talk with my Russian teammates. We Google Translate if I have to, but I do. Alright, I'm going the extra mile to communicate with my teammates. I do this with some of my Arab teammates too. Alright, I do my best to communicate with them, and given Darial is a multilingual, he can't speak Russian. This is actually extra point for him. I'll
Wow,
probably give
cool.
the extra point for Tao too. So I think I'm gonna give a good score for Tao for Mr. Darial. I think a 4 would be suitable. Any objections?
None.
Okay, let's go ahead and make his list. And I only made this radar chart because I want to, give the logic and reasoning to players and also like somehow visualize it for them. Yeah. And like I said for other play, oh wait, where do I put him on the list actually for Mr. Darial? Let me
See.
open the lists. Where's the list thing? Oh, actually, C for
I
Darial.
don't-
Okay, given I feel like this list is kind of claustrophobic right now, but I guess C is fair enough. Hmm?
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't put myself next to Calvin. No way.
Oh, I forgot where I put Calvin before. I should show the list, but Nick, go ahead.
Yeah, I think C is good. I mean, if he plays other faction, then he should be put on the B list. But I mean, as he only plays ECA, and we are ranking him on all the versatility and everything, so C should be the right place for him.
I feel like just
Yeah,
like
good argument.
Batreg, if we do this list
But
in 1 year
if we
later,
are just judging ECA, then he put on B list. Yes.
yeah, if we do this list in 1 year's time, I feel like he's definitely be in the B's and A's maybe. I see good potential, and the type of growth Darial has gives me optimism. Because I had this kind of optimism for like CNC, and that didn't work out. For Corpse D, he's disappointed me in his gameplay. But Darial, let's see if he can pull it off.
First one out of the recruits. Yeah, baby, let's go.
I think there was like 2 more players before you, but that's not important. Yeah. So
Really?
Flamer. Yeah, that's fine. Like I had a whole. I think there's the list, and there's like 2 other people, but it's fine.
Third recruit out of the recruits.
Yeah, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, so Flamer. I haven't seen Flamer be active besides of his circles of modding and game, development. So I'll just remember the last game I see him, and that was basically he had a frontline GLA War Factory and he built demo tracks, and it basically ruined my will to
Moo?
live. Yeah. So versatility wise, he plays all the factions equally. No, but he plays so I'm gonna give him a 4 on that. I'm gonna also say his tactics are very varied because he doesn't know them himself. Random bullshit go is versatile. This might be sound like a joke, but no. Random bullshit go works out. Okay, so eco and macro. Gents, am I cut off? Can you guys hear me?
No, we can hear
Okay,
you.
yeah.
You can.
I'm gonna give a bad score on this because I've never seen him have good macro or proper expanding. Game sense wise, you deserve the 1 flamer. You need to practice and play the game more. I'm sure you know a lot by the innies and the code, but translating something on paper into actual gameplay and practical knowledge is not something that you are good at right now. Pushing an ending, I kind of want to do the same. I'll put you on a 1, but the co-op is supports. He is somebody who never gets in a bad mood, and
Yeah. Even though he loses like 3 games once in the team games, of course, Rescue of the Beach, he never lost morale, and he had a good fighting spirit.
I don't think I want to see him as a. I don't know if I want to him as a pocket or in my team. Not because he's like a toxic player, but like he's as much to learn. He would probably be
Somewhere
like.
in between.
So I'm gonna give him like a 2 or a 3. I'm gonna give him a 2.5 maybe for co-op and support. And I think that's gonna be it. Somebody who's very versatile, okay with co-op and support, bad on eco and macro, but very bad on game sense and pushing and ending. So I'm gonna give Flamer further learning needed. Please stay in school and do your homework. Ooh, Frost. Frost is gonna be tricky for me because he's one of the few fish that can kill me. He has a good ratio of games on me. He's like 1 to 3 maybe. Oh yeah. 1 to 3. That's a good ratio against me. So
Never plays
versatility.
hand patch.
Hmm?
He never plays hand patch. Like we don't
He
know how he
does.
plays.
He does. He used to
But
have
not
two
in our
play.
games.
Well, not in team games. Yeah. He doesn't like team games too much because he gets, people think he's hot shit, so they always team him up with idiots, and he's not a Bruce. So versatility wise, he can play every faction. I'll tell you guys that, and his tactics do range in different levels. Like he doesn't have like mindset of like I'm going to try this path or this strategy. He just gets what's needed, and that's sometimes what you do need to have in games. So you could see like a flamer in an army of just dragon tanks rather than any gats or red guards. Like he's like, okay, I need to kill these buildings, but I need something against some infantry to against a dragon tank, for example, right? So like he has very good versatility, and his tactics. He does sometimes like to be lazy and go with bloodhound spam, but yeah, I'm giving him a good score in versatility, maybe max, because he can do many different tactics and many different factions. Eco and macro. What would I criticize on this? He expands. He does build Sekiko. I mean, I don't want to give him a max score because, like, I would say that possibly CNC would be a better like gamer than him. But he does have good macro. So what can I actually criticize here? I guess he focuses too much on the early to mid, focus on the mid game, and I would probably give him like a 4 here, so give him a higher score in pushing against ending. Does that make sense to you guys? Nice chat. That chat. Wow, actually? Okay. Let me refresh this then. Wait. Okay. Hello?
Yes.
So did
Yes.
you guys hear what I was talking about when I talked about Frost? Hello?
And my mic.
Okay. So I'm gonna give Frost a good sense of eco macro at 4. I could give him like max score of like 4.9 or a good score of 4.5. But I'm gonna say that he focuses more on the mid game, and he could probably do a better late game, but he focuses more on the early to mid. And I think that's how I'm gonna like remove the like. I know that his late game is not as good as CNC's, for example. But what's his name? I'm gonna this removing a point for like macro and eco. I'm gonna add that probably to game ending. Does that make sense to you guys?
Who are we ranking?
Frost.
I was out.
Frost.
Frost. Frost in the sea? No way.
No, not C. I'm just
Oh,
saying like
temporarily.
I'm not sure where to put him yet. I'm just like wondering like for eco and macro, I'm gonna put him on a 4. And
I have my
I
saying
think
the
4 is
Hmm?
good, yeah.
What?
4 is good, yeah.
For game sense, how good does he plays the game well. He's aware of his
4.
problems, but being aware isn't everything. 4 would be fine. Pushing
Yeah,
and
4.
ending, I'm gonna give him a very good score on this because he goes for the throat and he always tries to win the game. He doesn't try to LARP or role play or like ballet around the his advantage and spin around. He does a very good score. I'm gonna give him a max score on pushing and ending. Only because I've removed some points from eco and macro because his focus is on to end the game. And that's why you don't see him go like, a million hackers. He could do that, but he would rather kill you early on. Okay, so for the last one, co-op and support. Now, I'm going to give you guys a little secret. He doesn't like team games. I know. Who surprised you? I can hear the gasps. CNC.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
And
What
you
a
know,
secret.
he's like to join voice chats with some people. Like there are some people who are annoying to him. I'm not gonna give you names, but some of them are like, afraid of helicopters.
Nah.
Okay, and he
He
just
is afraid from helicopters. Oh, wow.
yeah, like no, so he's annoyed at people who's like afraid of helicopters, for example. And he can join
Okay.
team games, but I'd rather have somebody like me on his team rather than like taking anybody in this chat, for example. Like he's not flexible enough. He would rather have people he can talk with and not have a headache with, or properly communicate with him. I guess I would say that his weakest spot would be co-op, but support is something he can do well. He can rotate and communicate. Like I'm gonna give him a 3 on this. I could go lower, but I think co-op and support. I think 3 is fair enough. Like, I understand him. Not everybody has my patience and my welcoming attitude, and they don't
You're
need
the
it.
only one who has your patience.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with a 3 on this. I'm gonna calculate this. I'm gonna open the chart and I give Mr. Frost's rating. As for on the list, I'm gonna put him on an easy A.
Easy A. Yeah, why not? Oh my god. Once again, can you make it so that we can see the radar chart in the Discord?
Okay. How would I do that though?
And
Okay.
oh my god, the glorious names under the pictures. Why can't we see them? Try.
I guess I can give my whole screen because I'm layering this, and the way this seems and works is like completely different than what the YouTube is showing.
No, it's the same. It's the same. The blurred part of the bottom of the picture, but
Can't you see those? Like those bottom names? I can see the Hagel's name. Yeah.
no, there's a tiny names because of the files of the pictures themselves and the name that the file has. The big font names that I put myself on the Photoshop doesn't show.
Oh, I see. Can I change
You
this?
get it? And yeah, I want to change it because it's in the style of the Rise of the Reds. I specifically picked this font. I got 4 different free trials, and it would be good. Would be nice. Not necessary, just would be nice detail.
Oh, that's better.
Yes, finally, for the love of God.
I get your
Yes.
problem. Okay. I'm very sorry,
see
ladies
how
and gentlemen.
better
It is better. Darial's
Yes.
right. Thank you, Darial. Thank you.
Problem.
I can actually see it. Okay. Next on the list is. Oh no. It's him. Can I put him to last so I can keep him watching? Because if I don't if I ignore him, he's gonna go on the he's gonna keep watching the whole stream. If I rank him now, he's gonna leave the stream. Okay, so
Put
Mr.
him in the middle.
Hangel. Mr. Hangel, he is Mr. Gopnik. I like him.
One of the nicest persons, just my own personal
Yeah.
opinion that I'm voicing out loud, one of the nicest persons that we have in the server, in the community.
Mm-hmm. Osama says give every player 3 minutes max. The last stream was 2 or 3 hours long, wasn't it?
Now, this is a long stream. If you can't handle this, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rush this. So for Mr. Hangel, let's see.
This is a serious stream compared to the last one.
Yeah. The last one was kind of a shit post, and people
Yeah,
have put
it has that in the name.
the people have put effort, concern, and thoughts into this stream, into this ranking. So I will do the same. Respect their time and their opinion. So versatility.
Thanks.
I have never seen him play USA properly, or I seen him play ECA in Russia, mostly GLA in Russia, but not a lot of China either. So I want to start with a 3 for versatility.
I haven't played games with him that much. I only played like 1 game with him. I haven't seen him play that much.
Okay, well,
He did say that he plays bad, but yeah, I don't know. I don't have enough information about it.
He's a casual, literal seasonal bird. He comes, he steps on your porch. You know, he's on your table and his chair. You see him, you think it's beautiful, and by the time you can appreciate it, he flies away, and you see him 1 year later. So yeah,
There are a lot of people like that.
I guess so. Okay, so for Eco and Macro, he's a GLA player, and
You have to look who is here.
I see him. Yeah, my favorite man, Mr. Osama. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we get an ass kisser in chat just for him? Come on, say it. Say the magic words.
And say what?
What's
Exo?
magic words?
He has a pet name for me, the ass kisser, and I'd love to hear it from his lips.
Wow.
Okay, so Eco and Macro wise, I feel like the fact that he doesn't like to build Euro trucks that much, and rather just builds quads, doesn't build too many stingers either. I'm gonna give his Eco and Macro maybe a 3. I think 3 would be a bit much maybe, but I'm gonna go with it. If I could have I do like points like 0.5s, guys, but if I could do 2.8, I would probably win 2.8. But I can't do that, so I'm gonna go with this. For a game sense, I'm gonna give him a good score on this. I'm gonna give him a 3.5, or maybe like maximum of 3.9. Yeah, I'll give him a 4 actually, just to be. Yeah, he has a very good early game, right?
No way.
actually-
Osama is in the server? Oh my god. We have lived to see the moon.
I mean, like his choices are okay, but no, I'm gonna just put that game sense points into pushing an ending. His game sense should be staying at 3, not at 4. The thing is with Gopnik is that one, he's using meme units because he wants to have fun, and that's completely fair. That's his choice. He clicks on the buttons. That's his choice as a general. That's okay. That's his thing. But I would say I will criticize him using it because sometimes I see him waste a lot of money, and it's funny when things go up and go boom and fly in the air, but it's not good at winning the game. So, yeah. For pushing an ending, I'm gonna give him his high score for 4 for this one. Yeah, game sense I'm gonna give him 2.5 actually, but pushing an ending I'm gonna give him a 4 because his early game is very good, but each time I see him play, what? Sorry, somebody said something. Okay, so each time I see him play, he gets a very good early game, very good push, very good momentum. But he doesn't expand any supplies, and actually, this should actually even impact his eco and macro points. But yeah, 2.5. Sorry, I'm fixing that one. Yeah, I'm gonna take a point off that. He doesn't expand or take oils when he's like pushing. He doesn't like go for the macro game, like the map control properly. Even if he has it, he doesn't exploit it. And I seen him lose games to 1 helicopter, 2 helicopters because of this. And it's like it's a Greek tragedy. Okay.
Hello.
As for hello Osama.
Hello. Glad you're here finally.
Glad to have you, buddy. As for co-op and support, I don't remember hearing his voice too much. I might be wrong. Did you guys talk to him on voice on streams?
On voice chat, you have to understand that a lot of people don't talk in voice chat, but I did communicate with him, and 2v2 I had with Lagmerl, and yeah.
How about you guys? What would you consider his pocket puzzling? I think his pocketing is not good, too much, but I feel he's a good cooperative player, so I could put him at
good
easy 3.
Yeah.
Any
3 easy, yeah.
objections?
I could probably go for 3.5, but I'm not a good judgment.
Anybody wanna like
I'm
object that?
saying good
3. Yeah.
3.5.
Anybody else want to
anyone's
ask for
gonna add-
3.5? CNC, Sajad, Osama?
Since he's busy, I think Osama doesn't half understand what you're talking
I
about.
have nothing to say actually.
All right, so
I
nobody in the
don't play
chat.
with him.
You decide. Yeah, you decide.
All right, I'm gonna put it on 3 then, and I hope that this will annoy him, so that he will play more games and
Sure.
get it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope this is gonna be an obsession where you can scream at the end of a cliff towards the ocean, saying, "Bruce, I will get you for this." All right. As for the ranking, I'm gonna put him on D tier just because he's a seasonal bird. I feel like if he actually stayed and tried to climb, he would be having an easy time for it. Right now, though, he's less communicative and less established Darial. Let's put that like there's nothing here that he does better than Darial. No offense, Mr. Hagnell, and I think he can do better. So next is Juba. So
I just
Juba,
want to say
Bruce,
that I made this picture just because I didn't want to use low quality pictures in this stream, so appreciate that.
mm,
I
So-
think he is between C and D. Because he
So
plays
for
only
Juba-
USA.
Angle.
no,
Angle D?
I'm only putting him on D as
Probably.
a seasonal. Okay, like if he actually stayed around and worked on himself, he
okay,
could easily go higher. But right now, there's nothing that you do worse than him right now, Engel. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Bruce, actually,
Yes.
is the people on the left like a higher tier than the one on the right?
I did not think about that. We could do it like that, sure. We could do it
Yeah,
like that,
you
sure.
should do that. You should.
Mm, I'm not gonna do anything about further learning. Further learning does not matter, or otherwise,
Yeah, yeah. Just leave them like this.
Okay, this can be fine.
I need UC. I need UC salt.
Okay, so Juba. Okay, so first of all, Juba, love this guy. He has a good mood.
Yeah.
He always talks in weird rappers and whatever. So I'm not gonna. Hengel says no, I won't. I'm happy to be in the bottom of the barrel. Let's give him a 1 score and everything and put him in F tier, boys. Come on. All right, so for Juba. Juba has low versatility. I've never seen him play EC in Russia properly. He likes to play USA a lot, so I'm going to give him a 2 for versatility.
Yeah, 2 for versatility. He has very good micro.
I'm going to
He
get to that.
just
I'll get to
doesn't
that.
know some units and their abilities, and that's
He's a guest from the
understandable
TIOT
because he's a
server.
tier player.
Yeah, he's a TIOT player. He's a
Yeah.
guest from there. But I feel like, if he did put the time, he would probably be a good player because he's a top tier in the TIOT server. He just doesn't put the time in Rotor. I think
The only game that I played with him, I barely won, and only because that I Romanianed myself out of the position that I was, and it was a bad position. I stole 20k or something from his supply. He just doesn't know some units, and he's a very good, fast micro, just perfect.
I remember the first games of Rotor he played was on Granger's map, and he lost against mole mines, and he called them like weird ass shopping carts with bombs. That's never got me. It's very funny calling them shopping carts. So for eco and macro, I feel he could do a good eco. I'm gonna easily give him a 4 for eco.
He's very good. I mean, I also played a lot of him in Tiot, and he can definitely do eco.
For game sense, we're gonna give him a good score because he is a capable person. He does know his targeting. He can use a good amount of jets. The only thing I would maybe want to cut his score off or pull off a score would be to say what's his name. He likes to meme with Black Hawks a lot in Rotor, but that's not really a crime. I'm not gonna write that down. I'm giving him 4.5 for game sense because that's his strongest suit. He's good with his micro and he's good at targeting and his prioritizing, but he doesn't know the game enough. Actually, no, he doesn't know the game enough. Actually, so maybe I should remove this from game sense then, and put his extra points into pushing an ending. Does that sound fair for you boys? Okay, I guess it is then. Yeah, there's no objection. I'm
Okay.
gonna put him a 3.5 for his game sense, because he could, if he knows the game more, he would be better. But it's pushing an ending, I'm gonna put him a 4 here easily. Co-op and support, also I'm gonna give him a 4 on this one because he can be in a pocket position. He'll help you. He communicates. He rarely gets angry, and the only time he got angry at me was when he didn't know I understood Arabic when we played Siege, and he said some things with his, friend Heartless. But don't worry, man. I still don't remember Arabic. I just remember some things, not too much. So I think I'm gonna give Juba this score. Yeah. This is gonna be Juba's score. As for on the list, I'm going to be mean to him, straight up, and put him on to further learning. Why am I doing this? Why am I putting a guy who's easily
What?
C or B
No.
tier? Why am I putting on further learning? Because he needs to learn more. But once he does, he's gonna easily be above. Or you know what? I can put him at advancing too. He's not actually a recruit level, and these two aren't exactly recruit levels. But putting him on D tier would mean that what's his name? He's not a good player, but he is a good player. All right. But putting him on like C or B tier when he doesn't even know the proper units would also be disingenuous. So I'm gonna say like, you know, if this guy actually gave a damn and didn't just come here to meme sometimes, he would be on a way higher list. But for now, anything I put him high above would be unfair to their players, but anything on below would be an insult to him as well. So these two are like not exactly like below D exactly. Advanced Confirming, not even, but they're not actually like tied to the list exactly. If that makes sense to you guys. So moving on to next. Boys,
Who did we rate?
we rated
Yeah, we are
Juba.
here.
We put him on advancing because like he doesn't know the units enough to be at a high score, the game enough to
But
be at a
he
high
ca-
score. But he plays really well. If he actually
Only
Huh?
yes, only if that man knew the entire arsenal of the Rise of Reds, he would be easily A tier, like
yeah, A
no
or B,
debate.
yeah, easily. But like I said, putting him in
Yeah.
like
But he can beat Ado easily. So
yeah, he can. No, he did
Easy.
like listen. Advancing for learning are not like tied to this. They're not. This is not D and F tier or whatever. Like this is E and F. It's not like that. This is like these need to. These are learning more to get better. They're improving, and these need to practice more. These are what these levels are. They're not tied to this. Like if I put him above, if I put him to like equal to Darial, for example, Darial could beat him, right? But only because he knows the game better. But if I put him like on CNC's level, that's disingenuous because he doesn't know what Frank Yeager does. If I put him on Otto's level, he can kill Otto. So like that's why I'm putting him on advancing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so
Yeah, that
it's,
makes sense.
it's complex and convoluted, but it's fair, I think.
Corpse D. All right, boys. I want you to say the best things you can about Corpse D because I have not many nice things to say. Not because I dislike the kid, but like I seen him at his, when he entered the community, and I see him these days, and I'm like,
He's a casual player right now, but he's a very good teammate. That I can say that much. He knows the game extremely well.
Mhm.
I don't know. If you dislike some strategies that he uses along with CNC, then that's your call. I don't have anything to say.
I can't put a bias of like strategy. I dislike. I can say that they're bastards for doing it, but I'm not gonna say it's not allowed. It's in the game.
I will be silent because I can't even rate this person because he's so good and he's like basically
For
your tier
versatility,
almost.
he can play every single faction.
5.
Like let's see. Is there any reason why he shouldn't get max score? Let's think of it backwards.
I think I heard him once say, "I'm not that good of a GLA or I'm not that good of a USA frontline." But who is good as USA frontline? No one
I am, but
in the big
okay.
games. You're okay.
Uh,
You're an exclusion
Yeah,
here. I
okay,
think.
yeah, you get it. Okay, so I'm gonna give him a 4.5, not max, but very good. I feel like,
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like I
Okay,
haven't
eco
seen him
and
use all the
macro.
GPs. Wait, I'm not done. For every single
Okay.
like, I haven't seen him use all the GPs equally for every faction, so versatility can't be max. But I can't think of any other reason to actually throw it down to 4 either. He has good versatility. Eco and
Seems
macro,
fair.
I feel like would be a high score for him. He has a good
Yeah. Once
macro.
again, 4.5 minimum.
Is there anything here he lacks at macro and ecoing?
I
No?
think, but
No?
I'm not sure. He lacks producing ability, like spamming several production buildings non-stop with the hot piece. Because one thing that I do once I reach the threshold
Mhm.
of the macro, I just spam like several just RPM of the barracks, and I haven't seen him do that. But once again, I'm new here. I've been here for several months, so
So I
I
will
don't have.
say
So,
that
Okay.
I'm
look,
sorry, go on.
I actually disagree with Dariel. There was a lot of games that I played with Corpse T,
Understandable, yeah,
and
Mhm.
understandable.
Yeah.
like he was spamming units, defenses, stuff. I mean, he was ACA, but still units, defenses, everything was basically expanding his base towards mine.
Mhm.
Okay, so you're saying 4.5.
So,
Yeah,
oh yeah, for
good.
example,
I
the
think we
golden.
should. Yeah, 4.5. Yeah,
So
go ahead. Go on.
the golden standard for macro, like the best in history, would probably be Ilya. But
Oh
what you
yeah,
put in
no
Ilya,
debate.
okay, no debate. But he's not. He's going to be honorable mention in our hearts because, like, he's not a player right now. So Ilmarkar is the maximum we have right now. But if we could have like somebody going over 5, it would probably be Ilya, breaking the limits. But as for Corpse Lee, can he out macro CNC?
CNC
Right
specializes in
now,
that.
I'm thinking, like CNC would be probably the peak macro player right now in our community, an eco player, who would be better than him right now. Like I could replicate him, but I have to go into a mindset that is not too natural to me. Like I can do it, but like I don't like
You
it.
won't.
I don't like it. Yeah. So, what did I give CNC for macro? I gave him like no, I didn't give CNC anything yet. Sorry. Mm, what did I give Corpse? He has to be below CNC. I'm gonna give him a 4 because like he's good
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense.
for game sense. So this is where I'm gonna be mean. I feel like he has decayed too much over the last time I made this.
Team games got him.
Whatever you want to call it. He is sloppy sometimes. He falls. He walks into minefields.
We
Um,
all are sloppy sometimes. You forget that the real life matters in the games.
let's say that the previous version of him, the when he first came, was much better. Like when he
Yeah.
first came to the community,
Yeah,
he
I think
was
yeah.
very good. But I feel like he's gotten sloppy. And let's see, he sometimes doesn't use the right amount of jets for targets, which is something of him just not playing as much. I want to give him a 3.5 on this, but if you want to put him to 4 boys, you can speak now. Because
I
like
think
Corpse D is
for
my boy that I
better for
thought could do so much better than even me, and he went the exact opposite direction, and I'm just a bit maybe too salty about it. So please let me hear your opinions.
mm, okay, look, I actually fear Corpsey more than CNC and you. Like I never won
Ooh.
against him, but I won against you and CNC.
Okay.
So I think I don't really know, but he's really good.
Okay. What
Game
about you
sense.
guys? What about you guys?
Yeah, his
I
game
never won
state
against
is
him.
sense is like the best. Honestly, it's way better than mine.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Like way better. He always knows how to stay alive. Even if his macro is
yeah,
worse
yeah.
than mine, we like complement each other in this way. But I carry the late game and he carries out the early game.
Hmm. So I was gonna say 3.5. You guys are giving me an argument for 4. I'm not hearing any of their arguments for 3.5. I'll be doing it at 4 then. All right. So pushing an ending. Hmm. Let me ask you guys on this first, because again, like I said, I would probably give him a lower score than you guys probably would. I'd probably give him another 3 on this one. I feel like he's getting sloppy from team games, like not terribly rusty from team games, and not really like he's taking his time with his games. Actually, no, I'm gonna put a game sense lower actually because he actually in his team games, he's never really killed me without those sniping me. Like that's his go-to only strategy now. But yeah, for pushing and ending.
I think he is good in pushing and ending.
Well, I'm gonna give him a 3.5
Like
then. Yeah.
pushing. He broke the mid suddenly and take it. I guess
Hmm.
we can say this.
Okay. Now this is the one where controversy will happen. Co-op and support. So
Good.
for a support position, I would always want to have Corpsey. He's always, he's on voice channels. He can communicate. He can tell you when he has problems. These are good things to have. And he can, for a support position, he can actually bring in like the macro, the air, if he needs to. Which is always good.
Yeah, he can like tell you he's going to touch you at times.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. So the other two things, he's over time getting a shorter fuse. Bit saltier than me. Actually, no, he's saltier than me when he gets salty. He's actually.
Corpsey. Short fuse. I've never heard.
Okay.
I'm the one with the short fuse
Okay,
sometimes.
and
Most of
the
the
other
time.
thing is in terms of like player base, he always has his work husband that he plays with, and he doesn't want to separate from him. So I'm gonna break some points off that too. So I'll start him off at 3 or 2.5 to 3, and I'm gonna hear you guys vouch for him or say yes or no to him.
How much?
I'll start at 2.5 for a low balling and 2.5 to 3, and
Oh
I'll hear you
man,
guys more.
yeah,
No.
2.5 is really wrong. This
Okay.
is really wrong. Okay.
3.5, maybe even 4.
3. You guys think that him always having one teammate consistently and not playing against others,
Bro,
like picking his
That
teammates?
doesn't
No, it doesn't happen always. Like he plays with other people too. You even play against each other. Like you're just being salty right now.
I haven't seen you two play against each other in the last few months.
having
You literally
preferences.
just did. I was
Okay.
on your team and he was in the other.
Having preferences of teammates is not
It is.
supposed to be taken up on.
It is because
I don't
listen,
think so.
having like I cut this off points off Frost too, because Frost didn't want to engage with other people, but he would easily play with me because I communicate with him, and I will not annoy him, and like for that reason, like because of his
Corpsey never doesn't want to engage with some people.
But on the
Never.
opposite end, he always wants to engage with the same person, which still limits his pool of players. If you have 4 players, he's gonna be on the team with CNC.
No, that's wrong sometimes. No. You don't know that much. No.
Okay. Anybody else disagreeing?
2.5 is okay. I'm not sure about.
I'm not saying too bad. This number will change. Don't stuck on them. I'm just hearing the arguments first of all.
Man, I think he is a good teammate. Not just with CNC. Like you casted the game where me and Sam against him and Navi carrying his ally the entire
That's
game.
not what this is about, though. Carrying is about game
Man.
sense and macroing.
Okay,
what this
but
is
he
about.
was helping his ally all the game.
Was he communicating with his
He's
ally? Because I
good in
casted that
support.
game, but I can't see their chat seeing the game. All right,
I
I'll
don't know.
leave this at a good 3.5 then, because I've heard arguments against it. But I can't
Okay,
give
good.
him. But I
I
can't
agree.
give him a higher score of this because, like I said, he is always picking his partners, and that creates problems with flexibility. And if I'm breaking points off Frost, I'll break it off him too.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, fair.
I'm okay with this for now.
I
yeah,
have
why
I
not?
have preferences too, and if I can, I don't want to play with some players in one team, and I'm not gonna say names.
Having preferences of playing with people is different from always rushing to your one partner. Like for example, Nick's here. Nick
Maybe
Nick
they're
was annoyed.
lovers.
Listen, Nick was annoyed at me, for example, for a while because I tried to bring Frost to the Hum Patch games, and Frost didn't want to leave my tail. He wants to always team with me, and let's be honest, that's unfair to a lot of matchups in 2v2s. Like he was still playing Hum Patch, he's learning Hum Patch back then, but he's still a good player,
A
and
lot of means like 90%.
yeah. So, for us to always team and be on the same team, is like a problem here. You guys get what I mean here? Does that explain it better?
Okay, CNC, name a time when Colsby legitimately declined to not be on the same team as you. He's not here,
What?
but
No, he's always been better or equal to me. He's never been worse.
what?
He's never been worse. If that's
That's
what
not
you
the
mean. About.
question.
No. We're talking about, does he always want to be in your team even though it's imbalanced in your favor?
What? No.
Yes.
No,
Yes, you
no,
literally
yeah,
play
that's what I'm-
2v3s on Lenner. You literally play it. You guys literally
Well,
play
yes,
2v2,
but
so
we
you
also
don't
play
split your
against each
teams
other.
and balance your teams. You
2v3
literally
is
do it.
different. 2v3 with CNC and Colsby and the 3 lower ranked people is different
2v3
compared to
is a
2v2 with
failure
CNC and
balancing.
Colsby and me and Nick being on the same team against CNC and Colsby. It's different.
2v3 is a failure
Yeah, it's
balancing.
like
Okay,
it's a necessity of having 5 players.
Then you balance the teams and you put one observer. Like I've seen
No,
times
because that
when
way
like
one person doesn't get to play.
okay, I've seen times when I saw Dell and Ilya go 2v4 or 2v5 on fucking Lenner rather than split the teams and balance them up correctly. Like
Okay,
they
I'm
don't
fine
do
with
that.
that.
that's bad, but CNC and Colsby don't do that much. We just you don't understand. Most of the team games that we play, right? It's for communication, for having fun. Passing the time, having the
Then
fun
that's
evening.
not categorizable here then because this is about being competitive and your ranking. Okay, like Sajjad
2v3
said,
is
for
not
example,
that
Sajjad said that he
prominent.
beats me and he beat Corpsey, but that's because I shit post most of the times. No offense, Sajjad. I still lost. I completely accept those. But like Corpsey's playing is he's probably playing like trying to win all the time. I'm just trying to test out new things and just having fun with it. Like if I want to lock in, you're not gonna kill me there, Sajjad. But I'm not gonna put that argument.
Okay, in Colsby's defense and
Mm.
in CNC's defense, 2v3 is not that often, man. I don't remember the last time I've seen them do that.
But the thing is,
I'm
it
gonna-
would
And
be
even if we
better.
do, like, I don't get your problem with it.
It would be better to have, like, for example, the 2 best players on separate teams. That's how I always balance my team games, and then put the best player, okay, with the worst player of the 4 group, and then balance that with the other rest. Okay, so that's why you have a more balanced team. Having your partner team up and synchronize with you really well, while the other guys can't communicate or even do their build orders, probably don't know what to do. It's just looking like 2 adults in a playground bullying kids.
That never happens.
I've seen it happen, but okay. I'm gonna leave it at this. I think we finished
Meme
Corpsey.
game. I'm gonna pass that as a meme game.
I'm gonna go with Corpsey. I'm gonna put Corpsey at a B plus, ahead of Calvin probably. But here, yeah,
Oh, are you serious, bro?
Yeah.
Are you serious now?
yeah. Like
no,
I said, he used to be
no,
better.
this
Wait,
is-
let's
He should be at least
Bruce,
8
you're
here,
making
man.
it
What are you
ridiculous.
saying?
No,
Let me look at
Colsby is
doing?
A.
let me look at the A. Let me look at the previous list. He used to be S, and if we look at for inflation, he'd probably be an A or B. Yeah, he would be an A from before, and he is not an A right now. No way.
Wow.
He is.
No, he's
Yes.
not. He is not.
He is.
No.
He is.
He literally is.
Isn't
Bruce,
he?
do you hate him?
I don't have any personal feelings against him. I'm just disappointed that he's
Bro.
decayed and become a not a he's become a worse player. Like he's just
Nah, you're tripping.
You are putting
Yeah,
him
but-
next to Admiral.
yeah.
Are you serious, man?
No.
Admiral doesn't play all the faction, not always the best
Yeah, but
teammate.
he can beat
I mean-
Calvin, but that's
In
about it.
Bruce's defense, he stayed B plus,
Yeah,
but
he's
no,
best in the
it's
B
not
tier.
plus.
He's
No,
best in the B
he's
tier.
not B plus.
He is
A
not A
tier.
tier,
You
dudes.
should
Like
be-
I said, he's not A tier.
No, he is A tier. He is A tier, bros. You're just no.
Okay.
You're wrong,
No,
man.
Bruce. He
You guys
is
can
A
disagree
tier.
with me. It's still my list, so I'm moving on to the next player. Levy.
Wow.
Wow,
Bad list.
democracy.
We were supposed to discuss it. Literally
Well, we did
everyone's
discuss it,
disagreeing
and
with
your
you.
opinion's all wrong on this. You guys are too biased on this.
No,
Bro.
we're not.
Like you
No.
literally
You're the
one
are.
that's
Like
wrong.
you guys are not refuting my points. All you're saying is he's better than me, and he plays team games, and he can cover me. Okay, but do these qualities ever match up in the rankings of what the qualifications I put in this? Because I gave you this fucking star, this fucking map of these qualities, just so I can do it. So I can put these points, and this way you guys will be able to be able to rank things better. And again,
He got
like I said
4.5, man.
before he was in the previous list, he was much higher. And is he better than he was back then? No. So he doesn't deserve to be on A tier. Like he was on A tier,
He
but now
does.
he's not. If
I
he's
still
on
disagree.
A
He
tier,
deserves to be
okay,
on A
if
tier.
he did be A tier, then you don't need to be on A tier either, then CLC.
No.
Looking at your
Oh
previous
my
either,
God,
like,
dude.
you know.
I don't agree really.
All right.
Get him
Yeah.
to A.
I am not
Get
putting him
him
an
to
A.
A.
You guys can, I don't mind this controversy. You guys can disagree with me if you want on this.
It's not a controversy. It's just you being stupid.
Okay,
Yeah.
moving
Man, he
CNC.
almost
Okay.
beat Marker. What the fuck?
Really? Like, really, that's your
Yes,
defense?
I
That's your
watched the game
defense?
between him.
I've beat Markar more than most people in this community, and Frost has too. Like, don't get me started with that. If
But
being
he
able
beat
to
him
possibly beat him is like Vigo almost beat
2016.
Vigo beat him once in a game too. I casted that game. Vigo beat him too. Does Vigo deserve to be on A tier? No.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
No,
I'd say
no.
yes.
Wow.
No,
Vigo-
wait, actually, I don't think that.
Versatility brings him down.
Okay,
No.
that's the one. Fine.
Versus-
Because
yeah,
of that, no. But otherwise, skill-wise, he is.
Yeah. So
He's
like
on
I
Yeah,
said,
top of Corpse in
other factors are very good. Sometimes he has bad decisions, but
I will
but
leave that
not
this.
an A
He
tier.
used to be better, and he used to be in a higher ranking, but because he's decayed, he's not going to keep the same position. I'm going to end the discussion there. I hope
At
that
least
he
put
can
him
be
at
better.
the lowest A tier, man.
Okay,
The
for
lowest A tier.
example, if I was as good in other factions as ECA,
Mhm.
I would be B tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why Vigo doesn't deserve A tier, I think.
You still have some things to learn, but like
No, I'm not talking. This is not about me. This is about versatility being a thing in the rating.
okay. So let's go with Levy. I remember. Did I watch Levy's games? I don't think I asked him for games, did I?
I can help you with this guy.
Yeah, help
he
me
is
with
my
Levy,
friend.
please. Yeah, please do. I think
Uh,
I'm not.
Levy,
I'm not.
Levy, okay.
So versatility
Levy
wise,
is playing two factions, GLA and Russia.
I'm gonna give him
And
2.5 for that max. Then 2 then. Okay.
Yeah.
2.5. Let's go 2.5. Let's be nice. Go on.
Okay, more. So for the macro and the eco,
Mm-hmm.
just I remember him with the Admiral when ADM gave him the oil in Keep of the Beach or Snow,
Uh-huh.
any map, I guess. He actually don't float. He spend his money. He push. He do really good, like helicopter support.
Mhm.
And
Mm-hmm.
in Russia, he is good. I can see he's good. In
Okay.
GLA, he still need to learn, but other factions, he doesn't even
Is
know
3 fair
what's
for you
the
then?
blood. I think yeah, 3 is fair for him.
Okay.
He,
So what do you
he
think was
did
overall
really good.
skill? I don't think his skill is too good because if he was, and I would know about, like I'll play more with him. But I'm gonna ask you, what do you think
he
of his game
doesn't really
sense?
have a lot.
He
Doesn't
doesn't
really
play
have a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
he's
2 or 3?
like because of
2.5?
Ramadan thing.
Is 2.5
Game
good or
sense?
is that too mean?
No, 2.5 is good, I think.
It's good. Yeah, it's good.
Pushing an ending. I feel like this is where he would lack, even though he's a GLA player. But let me ask you guys on that.
Let me remember again. For ending, most of the time he was brute force stuff like, and he even
Did he
What
ever
you want,
build
he
Did he ever
loses.
frontline like secret tunnels or frontline tunnels when pushing with technicals, for example?
No. He's just a Russia. With GLA, he's still best GLA. Okay.
I think 3 might be too nice, but I'm gonna leave him at 3 for this.
I guess it's better. Doesn't really do stuff that's impress anyone.
And co-op and support, I've never heard him voice chat. Does he communicate at least in the games?
And again, yes, but
Voice chat? No.
chat,
Game.
no voice chat, no.
So he does cooperate. Is he good in a support position though in games? Does he build
Yes,
supplies?
he
Does
is.
he build
Yeah,
oils in his
yes,
like allied
really good.
bases?
He is
Oh
good.
really? Then 3.5
he
is
is
good
good.
for him then, or should I put a 4, boys?
Yeah, 3.5 is good.
Okay.
3.5 is fair, yeah.
All right, then let's calculate this.
Oh, I have an idea, but it's kind of early.
Mm.
Let us, the community members, rate you instead of you rating you.
Probably
Yeah, of
not.
course.
Probably not.
Oh
But
my
still, I
Probably
like
god,
the
come
idea.
not.
on. Have some sense of fun.
No, because you guys generally don't get to see
Literally
the
1984.
you guys don't get to see the competitive side of me usually. Like I
Mm,
remember
yeah.
I made Vigo and
Your
Vitamin
excuses.
not play for 2 days because I was actually upset over something in real life, and I played brutally, and these two players didn't want to play any games. And I did apologize to him a few times, but not was it Vigo or Kurkel? It might have been Kurkel, but like let
Circle
me.
doesn't count.
I'll just say this way, like I'm a nice guy and I like to have fun and do silly things like air mobility, but yeah, I feel the impression I give you guys is different than what I
Then
can
play the
be.
competitive games, man, okay?
Not on
I
team
can say that
games.
too.
No.
I can say that I'm in a rut and I don't feel that good and my competitiveness is down for a bit, but that's an argument, man. I don't think so.
All right, so next one is MP. I don't
Oh my
think
god.
MP needs to even be on this list, actually, now I think about it. It's been too long since he played. He played a good Russia, but his ECA is famous with his. Wait, actually, no, I forgot to rank
Eric.
Levy.
Yeah.
Sorry. I forgot to rank Levy. Can I put Levy on D? Or C?
Yeah, between Ado maybe and
Maybe?
No,
I don't know.
no, he's above Edo.
No, 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 no.
All of them.
Okay. Okay. I'm asking you guys.
Mm, I mean, he didn't play for a long time, so yeah, I don't really know.
How do I put him between,
No,
boys?
He
easily
was a good.
he's the best in the
He
D
was a
tier.
good
Okay, best
support.
in
He
the
was a
okay.
good support. Yeah,
Okay, guys.
spend money, do stuff. Yeah. I guess
All right.
yeah, maybe on high D. Yeah, it's okay.
I think I'm gonna just put MP
First
on
one in
advancing first of all.
the D tier.
Hmm.
First one in the D. No, man.
Sorry. Go on.
Oh yeah, you put him. Okay, sorry, I was watching YouTube. Okay,
I'm gonna
sorry.
put the MP in advancing. As for numbers, I'll give him a 2 on versatility. Probably a 3 at max for macro, and it's like yeah, no, actually no. 3 might be too nice, but I'm gonna give him a 3 anyways, because when he plays Russia, I know his macro isn't that great. And also, um, I don't know if I should mention that. Never mind. Game sense wise, he can play well. He is a good player. But what he lacks probably is he wants to play the game in a way rather than adjust to the game, which is sometimes something I struggle with. Like, how do I put this? You want to play infantry and air, and the guy just spams toxic tractor, so you should build tanks, but you don't wanna. So you'd rather just duke it out rather than change because it doesn't fit your mindset or your role play, so to speak. So yeah, I would put game sense 3 would be probably fair, but given that he hasn't been around for a long time, I'm just gonna leave it at 3. But I'm gonna put him on advancing regardless because it's been too long I've seen him, and he probably did decay, but to how bad I don't know. So that is as much of a things could be better, but I don't know enough, or yeah, like that's like out of the ranking list, so to speak. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it on advancing regardless.
Yeah.
As for co-op and support, I'm gonna break points first of all for this one because he doesn't like voice chats with annoying people. I guess like I gotta put it. He doesn't like the voice chats with. He doesn't. Yeah, like the noise of voice chats. Like he can't communicate, but he won't join this channel, for example, for a team game. Like he would have one person in his team and call with him directly, but yeah, he doesn't like the noise. So we'll break some points off that. For a pocket position, I think he's not that good at pocketing. He likes his tanks. He likes his claymores and harriers. And unless he gets a harriers, which is like, not always going to be there, not that good of a pocket. Like his harriers are legendary. Well, would that make him a good pocket? Would that be good enough, boys?
I don't
would
know.
say so.
Let's just skip it to let's just say 3.5 for this one, and just skip this because, like I said, it's been too long since MP's been around, and he did request for me to give him his own category like Markar, just for the fun of it, right? And as much as I would like to do that, that feels a bit like last list
Just
was
ego.
too you know, we could, yeah, it's just for the memes anyways. I'm gonna put him here. I feel like Juba could beat him even right now, and back then Juba might beat him. So I'm thinking like this would be fair. All right, boys. Mao, I have nothing nice to say about this one too, just like Corpsey. So let me hear you guys give him some points like versatility. What would you give his versatility?
China,
Versatility.
human wave attack.
Well,
That's the only thing
GLA.
that I can remember.
No, not
He can GLA. He does GLA. He does China.
Mm-hmm.
He does.
I seen his
China,
USA
yeah,
once, and I saw him.
two.
Sorry, wait. Nick is saying.
Okay.
Nick is saying something. Wait, I can't understand Nick properly, so please, Nick, go ahead.
Yep. So I've seen him play GLA, China, and ECA as well, but he only uses infantry and he doesn't touch up properly.
But that's not the point. The versatility is the point. I can give
How
him
many
two.
strategies can he
That's what I'm
do,
saying,
and how
it's-
many factions can he play? That's versatility.
A 2.5, I think.
Well, he can't really play it, but he plays 3 factions.
I've seen him lose
Yeah.
6 Humvees to a Warhound and 2 forts, like support forts with. Yeah, so like, what factions is he playing besides China and GLA?
ECA. Like 3 factions should give you 3 points out of 5 points because 5 factions, but he doesn't do much in these 3 factions, so that's why we'll bring it down by a half a point. So 2.5 is
good, yeah.
fair.
Eco and macro, I feel that's his bad spot. I don't think he can expand well, and his eco well. I don't think
No,
he's good on him. I'm gonna leave it as a 2.5 then, or 2. So game
Yeah,
sense.
2 is good.
So game sense is, I think, is the same thing as MP, where like, you know, he wants to do something more than that's what the battlefield needs. So this is literally the way he explained the human wave tactics. Like,
Yeah.
you know, he'll see a toxic, he'll say like, oh, you know, if I had 20 more red guards, I could probably beat that. When the answer is build a battlemaster. Like, yeah. So for game sense, I'm going to put him into a 2.2 or 2.5.
I think 2 is good actually.
Okay, pushing an ending. I feel he's really bad at this too. Guys, like I said, you gotta like do something here. I'm gonna give him like a 2 on this one too, guys. Come on.
I mean, he's not the best player, but it's only rare. But sometimes he does crazy stuff. Sometimes, but most of the time, the same thing.
What do you mean by crazy stuff?
I mean, somehow he built a battle master with his human wave attacks. This actually it surprises me. Yeah,
Chat clip
he
this.
got like tanks with his infantry, so it's become like annoying. I never saw him do stuff that's crazy. Most of the time, I remember his infantry spam with volunteers, the Chinese one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna just
Maybe
put
some
them pushing an ending
games.
into 2.5 then.
Yeah.
As for cooperating and support, so let's start with supporting because that's more objective. Would you want a pocket position? No, because I remember one time I had him in a pocket position and he was ECA, and he built defense to defend himself, but only his base and the middle. The fight was on middle volcano. I was like, why are you building there? Like he was just like, you guys know the meme from like Rogel Dorn? I'm fortifying this position. It's kind of like that. Like, why are you fortifying that position? Like the fight's here. Like, what are you doing there? And he couldn't help me much that game. And I still am annoyed at that, it seems, because I'm mentioning to you guys.
He's making a resistance force.
Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah. So, I think on for cooperation though, he can play with anybody, and I've never seen him be mad once. He always has a mood like he's trolling or like he's fucking with you anyways. That's probably because he's probably has
Yeah, he's
three drinks.
trolling. He is trolling.
He's probably 3 drinks in regardless. Whatever name he plays. So like I'm gonna say like cooperatively he's a good score, but supporting wise he's bad. So I'm gonna give him a 2.5 to 3 for this one. Maybe a 3 on this, just because yeah.
Mao. China, why not?
Because that's the best thing I enjoy about him, his mood and mindset. Yeah. As for where I'm putting him, he is a recruit still, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a recruit.
I think that he's equalish to Batrek right now, but with more factions, we're gonna put him ahead.
No. Batrick is ahead. Batrick is ahead.
Really?
Yeah, Patrick is ahead.
Yeah, Mao should be in further learning program.
Okay. Yeah, I can go with this, but I'm gonna put him in a high.
Yeah, he needs to be. Yeah, okay.
But again, like I said, D, the worst of D doesn't mean the best can beat the best of advancing. Just so you guys know, like this is not
Yeah,
exactly
advancing and further learning is like
they're not tied
their
to these two
own
exactly.
tier
Yeah.
list. Yeah.
Where am I looking? Okay, next player, Mitya. Ooh, our spicy boy. Yeah, the guy from the Balkans, if I recall.
Yeah.
Let's see,
Balkans isn't
Mitya.
Russian.
Let's see. He's not Russian. I don't think he is. So,
He's
Mitya.
Bulgarian.
Yeah, Bulgarian. Yeah, Balkans. I've never seen him not be good at a faction, but I feel like he's a Tiat guest more than a rotor player. And,
No, he's very good in the Rise of the Reds. Very good. I only win 30% against him. His micro
Micro.
how do we say?
Yeah.
Micro is out of the world.
Okay. And 1 second. So, for versatility, I feel like he has good. He can play every faction well. We give him maybe a 4 or a 3.5 for versatility. As for his
4.
tactics, like I said, I feel like he's just copying Tiat like build like literally Tunguska with RPGs. Like that's not an example, but like maybe I'll put this more in game sense then. Like fine, I'll put it more in game sense. Anybody want 4 or 3.5? Anybody for 3.5? Or are you putting 4?
4.
Okay,
Game
eco and
sense or
macro. No, versatility.
Eco macro.
3.5 is okay for the game sense.
Three-
Because he has a particular strategy, and if it fails, he rage quits.
For eco and macro, that's strategies. Eco macro is basically his economy and his production. Though he can produce well, I know that, but his late game I feel is bad.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
So would
You
you
can
put him
say
at
he is
3.5 or a
4.
3 then?
He's-
Good.
Wait, if you put him in a 4, you would put him on a level from Corpse C. Like Calvin Admiral, I don't know how to categorize him because I do actually play mostly GLA, but like I can't put him in like I feel like a 4 would at least be a B on something. So like I don't think he has Corpse C level of eco.
Yeah, of course.
So I think 3.5 is good because otherwise these
Yeah,
numbers are
3
meaning nothing. So the game sense is where I would be two places I would be critical with him. His game sense is. I have a video uploaded where I just beat him with Blackhawks because he just didn't know how to beat it. I feel like he's again, like I said, he's not bad, but I feel like he is more of a guest from Tiad than a proper rotor player with like how much he knows about things. But I'll let you guys determine. I'm gonna put the game sense starting at 3.5. Let's say 3, so you guys can maybe go up and down. But what do you guys think for game sense? Do you think he
Okay.
understands the
sense.
full game? Yeah, first of all.
Is that
Full game.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel
Okay, look, he is good, but I don't see him use all the units. Like
yeah, that's something.
he only uses units. Yeah, he only just attack with the units that he need.
Do
He
you
can
see
just
him
get the
use golems
counter.
as Russia, for example? You should see use him golems.
I actually never saw him use golems.
Yeah.
I never saw him use bomb trucks in GLA or any terrorist partisans,
Mm.
something like this. Just
Yeah, he doesn't
play
stealth with
normally.
GLA. He only brute force with GLA anyways.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I guess
For
I
now,
guess three
the
then
same
is where
thing,
I'm
yeah.
gonna leave it at them, boys. Any objections?
Yeah, 3 is good, I guess.
Okay, pushing an ending. I feel this is one of the good spots. If he can catch you
Yeah, he
off
is good with
guard,
this.
this is one of the good spots. I'm gonna give him a 3.5 as a starter. Wait, 1 second. For versatility, do you think he plays out 5 factions, but four, at least 4 factions, guys, at least?
He
Yes.
plays all of them,
Okay,
I think.
good. Okay. Go back to pushing an ending. I'm gonna say that if he catches you off guard, he will exploit it and he will kill you. Like he is good at that.
Yeah, full of yeah.
Um, any objections? 3.5. And I feel like everybody's agreeing to this.
Let me see. So from the games I remember, when I do a mistake, he immediately punish me for doing this mistake. Like forgetting to build a sky shield in this area. Yeah, I'm instantly destroying my supply center.
Good.
Wow.
Good. Then yeah, 3.5 is
Yeah.
good. I might
Yeah.
even push this to 4.
Yeah, maybe 4 actually. Is really annoying with this stuff.
Okay, we can get back to this, but I feel like if I put this to 4, uh, hmm, hmm, hmm. Yeah, you know what? I'll put a 4. Yeah, I'll put a 4. Okay, so as for support and co-op, so for first of all, he doesn't want to play games he thinks he might lose, so he avoids me personally, especially in team
Yeah,
games.
yeah,
He
avoid
avoids
stuff.
me. Um, but what's its name? He also didn't voice chat back in the day, but he doesn't talk too much. I remember I think the last game I played against him, I killed his buggies with a smart bomb, and all he said was "what the fuck" 2, 3 times when I surprise played against him. Maybe I don't think his English vocabulary is that lacking though, because I remember I had a conversation with him, and that's why he's not in his CBR. I'm gonna leave it at that. He has some spicy opinions, and that's his.
Actually,
So I
I
don't think his
actually
English
talked
is
with
bad.
him.
Yeah, I don't think his English is bad. So he
He's
could
he's
communicate
good.
better, but he doesn't. Mm, as for
And he
support,
doesn't even play team games to see the support and the cooperation
mm,
thing.
so I feel like
Yeah.
this might be a bad spot for him. I want to say 2.5 to 3, but I'll let you guys open the give the choice for that.
I think 2.5 is the perfect thing for him. He doesn't communicate, play team games. I mean, he's always
Okay.
like 1v1 and even avoid the enemies that he can win.
If calling him 1v1 player is weird because I don't see 1v winning against people. Like if I put him, for example, here, right? If I do, I'm not gonna say I will. I'm gonna say him here, right? He will avoid everybody above him right now. Like from 1v1s.
I mean,
He won't play against them.
he's actually higher than
No, I'm not saying.
CTO.
I'm not saying he's C. I'm just saying like if I put him here, right? For
Yeah,
example, he's gonna avoid everybody above him right now.
yeah, he will.
Okay, so where do I put him? I want to put him in B
B.
tier, but
B
where in
last.
B? I think I would put him above
Last?
Admiral.
Oh yeah, Adbaba. That seems good. Yes.
But I will, like I said, say it again to Admiral. Admiral, if you get your connection, you're definitely gonna be in A tier in no time. Whatever I say about you is generally like whatever like low score you have, I feel bad about it. But I know you have great potential in you, buddy. Like Admiral is very moldable. There's a very good potential in him, kind of more than you, Darial. Yeah, like
You
if
can
Admiral,
say he's an aggressive player. Let's say you can say it like this.
Admiral has I think has what the materials to actually beat everybody in A, B, and easy go up to A if he puts his mind and does it. I feel that in him. I feel that in him. Okay, next MP3. Ooh, I think you guys will disagree with this one too. So let me start off. Versatility. Wait, where's the list? Okay.
He can play everything.
He
Yes.
can play everything, yeah. I'm gonna give him a 4.5. Is there any strategy that he can't do? He doesn't use stealth tactics too often, in Rotor at least. Maybe in Contra he does, but I'm not making a Contra list. I'm gonna 4.5. That's a strong start. Eco and macro, I think this is kind of like the same with Frost, where like maybe he could
He
do
doesn't
it, but he
really.
would rather
No,
want
he
to.
doesn't.
What?
We have a common joke in Contra where we play together, where I build the eco and just airdrop him the money because he just doesn't do it.
Then that's a big gap actually. That's worse than I thought it would be. He does expand though. He does exploit
I
the
mean, he
map.
does build it, but way, way less than me, to the point where it's become a meme between us.
Okay, so maybe I want to put him on 4 then.
Yeah, he's alright, but I do more, way more.
For his game sense, he does very good position movement. Like he does actually waypoint, unit movement. He does waypoint scouting. He actually he does use the chest cam. Is that a weakness or a strength?
He
Chat, tell
doesn't
me.
use it anymore.
Yeah, but he used to. I guess yeah, he doesn't use it anymore. But I thought that was like a secret.
Aren't we doing it like a current list?
Yeah, we are. I guess so. I want to say that I want to put him a good score because he can beat Frost, and I have seen him beat Frost.
Yeah, you
Equal-ish.
casted like
Equal?
how many games? 8 games.
Equal
Probably.
or like better than Frost in game sense. But I'm not sure 4.5 is the number I'm looking for.
No, game sense should be 4, I think.
Maybe I can reduce this because I feel like he doesn't take advantage of all of the arsenal.
Gets the job done though.
I mean, if that was the thing, Mite would also get like a high score then.
Yeah, but you can use whatever. Everything. He doesn't, but he can use it if you tell him to.
I think 4 is maybe a bit harsh, but I think I'm gonna stick with 4, guys. What do you think?
I think it is
Game sense
good,
4.
maybe.
No, it's good. Good.
Yeah, it's good.
Pushing an ending, I feel
Actually,
is
he
strength.
didn't play from a while.
No, he plays with he DM'd Frost and me for games, because other
Since
people
when?
avoid him.
People avoid him. Oh,
Yeah.
he told me about it, but I didn't get why.
To a point where he actually smurfed in team games. That's how bad it is. I got mad at him for it because the guy said, "I don't mind you playing against me, but I don't think you need to do this against me. Like I'm not, blah 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 blah. I wouldn't care about this, Like I'll say, okay, you guys are, giving me fucking bitchy games. I don't like this game, like this team games, but sure." Mm. Mm. All right. So, anyway, so pushing ending, I feel is a strength. I'm gonna put this as straight 4 because he does sometimes struggle against ECA, and I haven't seen him use the airfield properly as USA. This might connect into game sense, but sometimes he needs to switch transition to air, and he can't actually do that exactly. He can't end the game when he could have, because maybe he doesn't really think of that other dimension. I'm giving him an easy 4 for this, but I don't think 4.5 would be like fair for you guys either. I put MP at 4. As for co-op and support, this one I feel is gonna be 2 different stories from me and CNC. Because he does play Zera with me sometimes, right? We sometimes play Shockwave together. But would he want to team up with randoms in a 3-3 game on Leonard, for example? Did my VPN die, guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what did you say?
So I said, like, for like games. Oh wait, you guys saw that? Fuck. Okay. Sorry.
Don't care, to be honest.
Sorry. Okay.
To go. Yeah.
Back to the thing. So I feel like MP3 kind of has a Frost thing where wouldn't want to be a 3 versus 3 games with randoms. And he does communicate, I know, but like, could he survive in a voice chat with Luna, for example? Like, that's how I think of this thing sometimes, with cooperation.
I don't know.
I'd say no, to be honest.
Let's say
Yeah, I
no.
don't think.
But
I
I
don't-
love playing with him. He's
Oh yeah,
my,
yeah, yeah.
He's my
Again,
like.
he plays with me. He
Sure.
plays Zero Hour with me. He plays Shock with me. It's great. Okay, and he even brought me to fucking Contra Classic. Like fucking ancient version of Contra. Like,
Yeah, I
when
know. I played
if
with him
if
too.
you have the pleasure of playing with him, then it's a complete treat. But he's not gonna be somebody looking out to, like, make new connections, I guess, or get some patience for it.
What are you talking about?
MP3. I'm gonna give him for MP3 a 3.5 maybe on this. Just because I know that he can communicate well, but there are certain conditions that apply to it. Yeah, and that kind of reduce, like, the amount of players like you would team up with kind of reduce. Like, he's like Frost in that case too, where like he won't team up with like everybody either. So, this might be harsh, but I'm gonna go with 3.5 for this one. All right, I'm gonna open the chart and put the image for you guys here. And as for the tier, I would put him somewhere in A, but where would I put him in A? I don't know.
Oh my god.
I don't know
This
where I would
just
put him
showed
in
us.
MP3.
Yeah,
I don't know where I
you
would put
done.
in A.
You did Corpse bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
I agree.
okay.
Yeah, the
Good. MP3 can beat Corpsey though. Like, it's not even a challenge.
It's
Especially
not
when it
even a
comes to
challenge.
game
No,
sets,
it's
okay?
a challenge.
I would not say so. Like, Carpsty is definitely A tier.
All right, guys. You can keep saying the same things, but I'm gonna keep saying the same things. He doesn't deserve an A tier. He's not that good.
This
Can
just
you
shed the light
can you
on
just
the
remind us what is your point about Corpse being a B tier?
He was A before when he was playing better than this. Okay, he doesn't play as
I mean,
well, and he deserves to be an A tier.
Yeah, but he's still better than
that doesn't
everyone.
mean he is a bad player.
He's not a bad player, man, but he's a good
B's not
player. And
bad. B's not
He's a
bad. It's
good
the second
player, like
highest. B is the second highest, guys.
you misunderstand Bruce. I understand Bruce, but he's wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, so MP3, I don't know where to put him. I feel like putting him above CNC might give the wrong
No,
impression, but I
below CNC.
also know that he beat Frost a few games too. I feel like he's a good early game player, but not a good, like, big scale player. Like, I guess he's better in smaller games, 1v1s, but worse in team games. CNC, am I right about that?
Yeah.
So I don't know how to put
Somewhat.
him. Like, if there's a place where he'll be under CNC but above Frost, that'll be perfect, but this is weird. I'm gonna leave it here then. I'm gonna leave it here because I feel like touching this with,
Good. It's good. Leave it at that. It's good.
and I want to blame Sajad because, like, the way left is being the best is like, that was your idea. I was just gonna put people there in the bottom. MSR. Okay, you guys gonna talk about this? I'm gonna go to the bathroom. All right, and I feel like you guys have lots to talk about this one. Go ahead.
Okay, MSR. It's a long story. He was actually the first person that I played PvP with, and first person that I won PvP with in 1v1. It was Cold Territory, I remember very clearly. I
okay.
don't know. He's
Okay,
a recruit.
so yeah, he's still a recruit.
CNC keyboard.
Sorry.
For
Yeah,
his
he's your.
versatility. For his versatility.
He's
Only two
already
faction, maybe.
good in team games, especially
His
with Russia.
versatility should be the same as me. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
mine was 1.5.
Yeah, the
yeah,
same
yeah.
thing.
Agree.
1.5. He does Russia and he does ECA the same way I do ECA and do Russia. And yeah,
Backwards, yeah.
yeah, 1.5 is good. As for what was the next one against coming from the versatility? The
It was
macro,
eco and micro, yeah.
eco and macro, eco and macro, not micro. Eco and macro.
Okay. Macro, yeah.
Mm, It should be somewhere around 2.5 and 2. I'm having a bit
Yeah,
of
2.5. I think
yeah.
2.5 is good, yeah.
Oh
Because I
no,
remember
no, no. Macro, no. No, no. Two. Two. Let me
to
tell you
macro,
why.
yeah.
He's one of the worst floaters in the entire PvP. Do you
Oh,
know how much
definitely,
sweat
yeah.
floats? He's
Yeah,
like
definitely.
Mr. 40k. No debate.
Definitely, yeah. Worst
Yeah.
spender. I mean, even Patrick floats less.
He can get uh, an economic output, but he just can't spend it. He can't, he can get money, but he can't digest the money. He can
Yeah, yeah.
produce. He's slow with some stuff. He can sit on a mountain of cash and don't use it. Yeah, macro should be 2. What's next? Pushing?
No, it was like
Pushing and ending the game?
no, this is the fourth one. The third one is like the game style or something.
Game sense. Game sense. Oh no. His game sense is lacking in most of the parts. Like, uh, he doesn't
Yeah.
use every tactic as Russia, I think. Like conscript spam with Kodiaks, it doesn't do that, but because once again his macro is bad and pressing R key on your keyboard for like 100 times can get a bit tiring, but it's necessary as Russia because $50 per a unit that shoots, it's good. He doesn't do that. I see him do Tesla sometimes, but he lacks in artillery. Uh, doesn't ever do helicopters that much. I've never seen him do Heinz. I've never seen him recover his
So
units. Never seen him recover his units from MTP. Never seen him go for the airfield. Never seen him go for the nuclear
I
Russia.
actually used helicopters. So one of the games that
No,
broadcasted.
not Hellions, not Hellions. Heinz.
Yeah, he didn't use Heinz, yeah, but
Really?
he used
Okay.
Hellions, and yeah, he actually used Hellions really good. Like he got multiple times a heroic Hellions. This is
It's
crazy. He
very
killed
good.
a black bear. He kills a black bear with just Hellions.
All right, I'm back.
Hellion usage is very
I'm
common.
back.
It's not be something like,
Yeah, I think.
oh, this guy uses Hellions. It's no, it's
Okay,
not
He's
then.
that.
good with helicopters. He's
We
good.
agreed. We agreed on some points, Bruce.
All right, let's start
Open the web.
off.
Open the
Let's put off versatility first of all. It is MSR. I feel like you only
versatility.
play.
1.5.
Okay.
One
Why 1.5?
1.5.
What can he play?
1.5.
One section.
An explanation. Because he does Russia and he does ECA. The same. What?
Versatility should be 2.
Yeah, it should be 2 actually, not just 1. Yeah.
Okay. I hear more 2s.
1.5. Okay, 2. Okay.
Okay, anybody else that wants 1.5, speak now. If there's one more 1.5, that's 3-1. I will say that's completely
No.
acceptable.
No. I agree with 2. Agree with 2.
Okay.
I may have been harsh.
Okay,
Eco and
macro,
macro should be 2.
I don't think it's a strong spot. I want to say something. I think MSR doesn't have the time to play this game because he asks me
Yeah,
basic things, okay? And like he says like, "Hey, how do I counter this?" I'm like, "You have to do this or you have to practice this." And like he can't do it. And then he says like, "Hey, it'd be cooler if like this unit could be better at this." Like it can do that job. You just, don't do it right. His execution is bad or like he's getting rusty about it. So,
We talked about him being the best floater in the game, or the worst, depending how you
really,
yeah.
okay.
ironize it.
Rank Maboose.
Miss-
Okay, Maboose ranked. All right.
50k. 50k.
Eco and macro, I want to say, let's say 2. I guess 2 is
2.
good. Yeah, and I feel
2.
like 2 might
Yeah,
be
we
too
we already
nice.
agreed on this.
Okay,
Game
game sense, I
sense
feel is
also
bad.
2.
That's bad.
2. 1.5 or 2. I don't know.
Let's leave that 2. It'll look equal. For pushing an ending,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's not that good at that either.
No.
I could
Pushing it,
say
he does
I
push.
could say
One thing that
three.
Really?
I
I
like
could say
about
Okay.
this
three.
guy, he
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he
pushes
pushed. He pushed.
Okay.
2.5 to 3. I'm not sure which one, but 3. 3 seems good.
Okay, so for
Yeah, 3 is good.
cooperating,
Any objections? Any objections?
no.
Okay.
So
Co-op
for
and
cooperating,
support.
so first of all, in a pocket position, can he support you? He only plays Russia, right? Properly, you guys said that.
Yeah, he played Russia.
So does he play Russia Air Force at first? Can he use jets properly? I don't think he can even use jets properly
No.
right now.
No, we
He
talked about
used
this in
Helion
Okay.
helicopters. Helions.
Mm-hmm.
in game sense. I mean, and in versatility too. He doesn't use a lot of tactics and doesn't utilize every bit in the Russia's arsenal. Like I don't. The only thing that I don't do. Okay, not me. Let's talk about MSR. He doesn't do Heinz that much. I heard Sajjad say that he only used Heinz once. We've never seen him once use Topos against ECA, which can be, I mean,
Very
ever,
good. Yeah.
which can be very good. We've never seen him use jets, and we've never seen him do the one best trump card tactic of Russia, which is conscript spam. But
So
it's understandable he
for a support
floats.
position, it's not that good if he's not using topos in air, especially.
Yeah,
Heinz.
he's
So
not.
let's see
He's
that.
not a good support.
I never seen
He's
he's
a
a hunchback.
normal front line.
Yeah. So for that's for support. What if cooperation? Can he communicate with you guys well?
Yeah, he can.
No.
He can. Yeah, he do with me. He do that with me.
Okay.
Maybe
any
he
other-
likes you. Maybe he dislikes me. I don't
Yeah,
know. But
Darial, you have a
Yeah,
lot
maybe.
of passion for Mr. MSR,
Hey.
so maybe he doesn't like you that much. But what about the other guys?
I'm gonna say
I
that
don't really know actually.
he. I don't know if it's in English. Probably. What language does he communicate with you,
English and
Sajjad?
Bangladeshi. English.
He's from
English.
Bangladesh. Yeah, English,
Okay,
of course.
English. Yeah, same. He communicates in English with me, but he doesn't. I mean, he knows the
Okay.
basic English. He can say help. He can say sauce. He can just
I mean,
say exclamation mark
okay,
in chat.
look, when
Okay.
I communicate with him,
Mm.
I actually struggle sometimes to understand, but I still get the point.
Yeah, that's what's important. Yeah. So basically,
course,
Nick, Osama, Patrick, tell me about your experience in multiplayer games with him.
Well, I mean, I have been playing with him, and sometimes what I try to push the other side, like his teammate, and he does come to support. And as Russia's hard to kill, he does sometimes successful in defending.
But does he communicate with you like, I need help here, let's go here, there's something here? Does he like communicate beacons, chat, voice, anything?
He do because
He doesn't do it himself, but if you tell him to do something, he does it.
Does
If you
count-
tell him to be connective, he connects, or what?
Okay, let me just put this as a 2.5 to 3 then, boys.
No, not 3. No, 2.5.
yeah, I actually think 3 is good.
I think
As a-
3 is okay.
Okay, 3 is
Yeah,
your
three is good.
already. Anybody else? Osama?
I say 2.5.
Osama, what do you think?
Okay, so the thing is, I remember a lot of times where he actually turned the tides of the games. Like one of the earliest games before even Darial graduated from the recruit role.
No, wait, let me interrupt you there. This is not about this is about how good he is a support player in team games. And we
I know.
established that he's not
Look.
like doing it perfectly. And for communicating, that's what we're talking about, the co-op. Like, is he a
You
chill
guys know
person?
that
Is-
I refused to be on the same team as him for some time ago.
Yeah, we were
And it
on the
wasn't
same
like that.
team. We were on the same team. Look, we were on the same team. So he was really holding the line and supporting me to deal with the enemies. Like it was Nicholas and ODX. I was with the recruits in that time.
Hmm.
So
4 months
it was
ago.
So
Porter actually. A really strong one.
I think given that I know what his rank tier list is gonna be, I know what that's gonna be. I'm gonna give him a 3 for this, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna just show you guys the rank I'm gonna give him, which is something you guys probably can expect. But this is the radar map I'm going to put for him. Sorry, where's MSR? I'm going to put him to further learning, but maybe the top of it, or maybe below Batrick in advancing. Maybe
Below
here.
Batrick. No,
Below
below
Patrick.
Batrick.
Below
Below
Patrick.
Batrick.
Yeah.
All
below
right.
Patrick.
I'm not gonna do him dirty. I mean,
Okay.
there are some things I dislike about him, but not further learning. This seems good.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
keep it
this ones are one of our most favorite, like two members in Alchemy that everybody loves is Luna and Vitamin, and we're at Luna's turn now. Where do we put Luna? Clearly, mark our level.
Yes.
Yes. Marakar was only one
Yeah.
faction.
By the way, boys, do you think
Unlike
this
some of them.
font that I selected for the text complements the Rise of the Red style? Because I think it does. Like in the hotkey style and in the text style that Rise of the Red utilizes.
Dear Darial, if you look long and hard, there's something called the General's Text font that you can find online, which is the same thing as the 0-hour text style. You can use that in the future. I don't have it on me right now because I formatted the computer, but it's out there. It's a font style. Like, it's a perfect one.
What style? What
It's
style?
called the General style, if I remember correctly, or Commander style.
General's font. General's font.
General's font style, yeah. You can find online. So, Luna. So, let's see. What factions can Luna play? He will not play Russia because he hates the faction and politics. He plays
Wow.
USA, but he's bad with jets. But he plays China, he's bad with jets. He plays ECA rarely, but not too much. And he plays GLA. So I'm going to give him like 2.5 for this, or maybe 3. 3?
GLA and China only.
No, he
He
plays
only
GLA
played China,
too. He
man.
plays. Okay, let's go.
Sometimes GLA.
I see him play USA as well, but the way he plays China and USA is like exactly the same. So like,
Because I don't remember one game he played against me with other faction than China.
okay, that's fine.
I
No,
play
that's fine.
in China.
Like, it's not his USA is not that amazing or different to China to like disagree with you. Okay.
I mean,
so for eco and macro, I feel like this is one of his worst spots. Like, he can expand, but he doesn't know when to expand, or he does expand and gets exposed, or he doesn't expand and he gets out ecoed. And I've seen in team games where like he just went full stack eco too hard, and his teammates died, and he got run over. So like, his macro is okay. He doesn't float, but like, he never has enough money for
He
everything
does bad
somehow.
decisions sometimes.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to give this as like, maybe 3 is too much, maybe 2.5. Oh, by the way, I should check where he's on the list last time. Wait.
Somewhere in between, I think.
He was D tier before. Damn. All right.
oh, wow.
What about the other people before? Wait, who did we put? MP3? Where was MP3 before? He was A tier. Yeah. Okay, so eco and macro 2.5 or 3, boys?
3.
Yeah,
3.
yeah, 3 is good.
I actually think 3.5 should be good.
Okay, anybody for 3.5? Going once, going twice?
I wouldn't say so. It's not that good. Come on.
Pretty
Okay.
fine, I think.
Game sense, this is where it gets tricky, because I don't want to give him a high score because he just doesn't jet. I've seen him support, but there's like a few games of, like, since I remember, where he sacrifices like fucking 10 MIGs for a single grumble or something one time because he can't, micromanage him well. And he doesn't use jets really well either. He just can't use jets. His hero play is not that good. But his early game War Factory Barracks mix is good. So like, I think a 3 might be good, or 3.5. I'm gonna give it 3.5. I'll be generous. Pushing an ending, I feel like it's something he struggles with. Like, somehow the game flips on his, on his head because he just makes these bad choices. So I feel like for pushing, he might be good, but he can't end the game well. So like, 3 would be too much, guys, or what do you think?
Well, I think he's got a big blob of army and he just moves around and is afraid to push.
And you can pick it off one bit by bit. Okay, so 2.5 maybe then. Like, I feel like whatever he tries to check me, I can always get out of his check. He can never mate me. But that's just me, maybe. Alright, so co-op and support. Alright, I'm going to remove 1 point from the maximum from this one, as I'm going to be, like I said, the dictator that you think I am, just for his rage quitting. Alright?
Oh yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
cannot
definitely.
He
pass.
stopped
Really.
doing that though. He stopped doing that though.
It's a seasonal thing.
No,
if
he
he consistently
didn't.
does it, then okay. But right now, I'm ruining his potential for going above 4. I'm ruining 1 point exactly. Like, he's not going to go over 4.
But didn't he stop doing it?
I mean, he did stop it probably, but he can always go back to it. Like, this has gone above and above and above.
No, no, no. He can. I can always do something, but I don't do it. That's not an argument.
Let me put it this way. This problem got so bad that I actually had to, like, talk to people, and I actually, like, he was muted, I think, for like 2 weeks, plus he was a player for
I
a
was
year.
there, man. I was there. I
Were
know,
you?
but
Okay.
he stopped doing that.
Okay, then let's go with this thing. He does have a temper, which can lead to more bad
Everyone
decisions.
has a temper, in
Do
some form.
you guys think Luna has too much more than others, guys? Because I would say so, but if you guys disagree with me, then go ahead.
I
Sure.
think removing 1 point is wrong.
All right, I'm gonna just remove
don't
1
think
point
so.
from, like, his Yeah, I'm gonna just
Like
just
it's
remove-
so many people don't even want to play with him just because of his. rage
Mitya avoids
quitting
them entirely
over
in team
BS.
games. Like, he doesn't want to play team game with him.
like
Meaty doesn't want to play team games at all.
no, I'd say we still remove.
Okay,
at
then let's
least a
go with
point, 'cause
support
it's
first of
horrible.
all. Then, okay, he cannot use jets, so supporting with him is bad.
He
All
can
right.
use jets, but only
Not
to
that
send like
bad.
50 MIGs to kill a command center. Which
Yeah,
is a true
something
story,
like
by the
that.
way.
Yeah, he did something like that. I remember that. I feel like, I don't know. Let's look at the list for a second. For the
To be honest, the
people-
only thing he can do really well is just playing China in general, but that's just devolves into making overlords, and late game they aren't very good, even if he's on support position.
Okay, so for cooperation, he does communicate. He does
We're
let
seeing
me
a
know when
Discord,
there's a
by the way.
Hellion. He knows what?
You were seeing your Discord, by the way.
I know. You guys can see everything because it's layered. Like, you
I
guys see
see.
everything. I'll say co-op and support. I want to give him a low score, like 2, but I'm gonna give him a 3 here. You guys think this is fair?
I would say a little lower.
2.5, boys.
Yeah, maybe 2.5 is good.
All right, then calculate, and that's the radar chart for the stream. And as for positioning, where's my beloved Luna? All right, I feel he could be around Darial somewhere. I feel like he would be ahead, but
Yep.
because
No,
Darial's still
no, no.
learning. What do you guys think?
I'd say he's ahead for now, but Darial's gonna catch up soon and overtake him.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah, he will. I think Darial will definitely catch up.
Also, can we move Corpse to A tier, by the way?
Yeah, please.
Credit him, please.
We
Okay.
beg you, man.
All right,
Yes.
Naveed.
Wow.
What do you guys think?
Doesn't even care.
Who this
I'll
guy
put. Okay,
is?
fine. I'll put Corpse to A tier when I put CNC to B. Okay.
What the
Wow.
difference does it make?
All
We're
right.
equal.
Just to make it clear for you guys, because like I said, I don't see Corpse as good as he used to be, and he's like, like I had such high hopes for him, and I'm disappointed in where he is now.
But
Like,
but he's still.
That's your
good
personal bias.
yes, it is.
Than if,
Yeah.
This is my tier
That's
list,
biased.
exactly. Like, I'm here to consult you
Wow.
guys, and if your opinions are wrong, I will respectfully disagree with it. Anyways, Naveed.
It's
Naveed,
possibly-
Naveed.
Bro.
Which one was Naveed? I'm sorry, there's so many players. Naveed, was he?
Okay.
I was
skip
muted.
him.
Oh my god.
Man,
Did
skip
we
him.
leave Luna at seat here?
Yeah, I
no,
think-
Naveed, I know. No.
I think I'm leaving him at C tier here, yeah. Like, I think in 1 year time, you're going to be ahead of him, Darial, easily.
Hmm.
But right now he just has like maybe a better game sense right now. I think, guys, if you look back at the stream, we might have given Luna the worse point than Darial. Honestly, like that does. I think we did do that, but
What stream?
if you look back on the
The
stream
previous
and
one?
if you look at the current stream and look at Darial's points, I feel like Darial has better points than Luna. I think, but I'm just gonna say this
Compared
like
to his
Luna.
previous stream.
No, just this stream right now. Like this stream we gave you points, right? I
Oh,
I
yeah.
think we gave Luna less points than you, but he's still ahead of you. So that might be a mistake I do. Like you can write down in the comments if that's the
No,
case.
no, that happens. I mean, I only play one faction. That's a huge downturn. But I thought that he would be a B tier, no?
Mm,
Like bottom B tier.
mm,
Could be a possibility, no?
I would if I can't put him in there because like I would have to put Vitamin in B tier too then.
Oh, I understandable perfectly. Okay.
Yeah, like that would be unfair to the B tiers. Especially Corpse T. Like I can't put Luna and Corpse in the same group.
Vitamin and Corpse in the B tier is just such a knife to heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go on ahead with who's next? Naveed. I remember I watched his games, but I'm drawing blanks right now. Naveed.
He kind of gets nervous.
Did he have a different profile picture before?
Yeah, he did.
You guys
He
can't
used
find
to
the
have
old
the
one, right?
Jax profile.
What?
You guys can't find the old picture, right?
Why though?
Because I can't remember him.
Why do you need? Bro, are you serious?
Oh my
Okay,
god.
I'm sorry, guys.
Do you have a memory for goldfish?
Wow.
Okay, you know what?
It's a guy with a raptor profile picture, a yellow
Did he play
thing.
GLA and
No.
China.
China? Yeah, GLA. Oh,
China.
wait, I remember
You
the
even
Corpsey
can't-
game. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, finally.
I remember. Okay, we can do this now. Now we're good. Okay, I had the connection. Okay, versatility. I'm gonna give him a 2 or 2.5.
Neuron.
Yeah, Neuron Act.
Yeah.
Can we do it
Yes,
quick,
yes.
man?
Do you guys want to
Sammy, I'm
skip
just looking
Naveed
for your rate.
and go? You want to skip Naveed and go to Osama so we can go to sleep?
No, no.
We can like no, I
Yes.
don't mind. I don't mind. No.
Stream going for 3 hours now.
Really cool. Well, you always
Well,
say
yeah.
Rise Rest players don't do long streams, so fuck you now, Osama. Okay,
On games, not the title list.
you're right. You're right. I'm just joking. For versatility, I'm gonna give him 2. I don't remember any hack vans in that last game of his, so I'm gonna give him this maybe a 2 as well. For game sense, I remember I was mad at him for some stuff. Maybe it's macro actually. Yeah, not for his game sense. Did he have bad
Yeah.
game sense that game? He lost to MSR, didn't he? No, wait. He lost to MSR.
Yeah, he
no,
did. He
Corpse
lost
was he against Corpse? Oh, is MSR? Was he against
No. Okay, look, Bruce, the game was me and Sam
mhm.
versus Corpse T
Yeah, but
and
did you
Naveed.
face him or did you fast Naveed?
I faced he faced Shamuna. Sorry. He faced Sam.
Yeah, okay then. Yeah, I used to give him less than Sam then. Because
Yeah,
he didn't use a lot of Jets either. I don't remember a lot of Jets that game. And he didn't get any up. I don't
Yeah.
remember. I don't think he had a very late nationalism or no nationalism, something like that, and no change. I remember he liked some upgrades too. I'm gonna give him like a 2.5. Maybe 2 is too harsh, but for pushing an ending, what do you guys think?
Oh. mm, I don't know. I played a lot of games with him. But
Isn't he
It's kind of
passive?
similar to
What?
similar.
not
similar
passive.
to
He is mid, like not aggressive, not passive.
So I'm just gonna give
Depends
this
on
like
his
2.5
situation, I
then.
guess. Yeah, 2.5. Okay.
Co-op and
yes.
support. I feel like he didn't communicate a lot with Corpsey that game.
Yeah, he didn't. Wasn't in the voice chat even.
Yeah,
I don't
think,
know,
and they
actually.
didn't beacon that much, so I'm gonna cut some break there. Do I want to see him in a support position with his game sense? Probably not. I think like 2.5 again is gonna be the one I'm gonna go with here. If I'm harsh, guys, you can just tell me here. But I think this might be it. This might be like literally Mr. Mid, almost mid, like
No,
fully
it's
mid.
mid. He's mid. Yeah.
Okay, that is the radar chart for the chat, and I'm going to put him in a position. I'm going to put Mr. Navid. Either I'm gonna
Maybe
put him.
further learning.
Yeah, I want to say like below Hegel, but nah, Hegel would eat him alive every day of the week. And yeah, further
Low
learning.
MP.
Oh yeah.
Low.
As for further learning, here.
What? No. No.
You think he's ahead of Flamer?
Behind
He's
Mao.
not
Seriously.
MSR.
Really?
He's better than MSR.
No,
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
behind
Sorry.
Mao is wrong. He should be ahead of Mao.
All right, gentlemen. I will trust your judgment
Yeah,
on this.
yeah, he's actually
Wait,
better than Mao. Yeah, he's better
wait,
than Mao.
what are you doing?
Okay, like I said, I haven't, I don't have the full confidence of his skills, so I will listen to you guys more. Okay, so let's check the live
He's a
stream.
promising recruit.
What? Oh, who's this man? I've never seen him before. He's clearly worse than Bob. End of game. Sorry. All
Oh,
right.
wow.
So, ODX, Mr. Osama, the beloved nuke man. All right. So, let's put the first things first. Versatility wise, I don't see him playing outside China. Anybody tell me that he plays consistently in another faction? Like,
He
I'll give you an
plays
example.
random actually.
Huh?
He
He's
plays
playing
random.
randomly.
Ooh, he plays random. Okay, so I can probably give him. Oh, Lee. Hey, dude, you're not dead. Congratulations.
I'm not dead yet.
Don't worry, they'll get you. They'll get you. You infidel.
Wait, did your voice change or is it just me?
It's probably a microphone, or maybe because I'm talking for 3 hours and my voice is tired.
That could be it.
You should drink some milk.
I'm drinking nonstop, dudes. I have a work thing in 4 hours. I gotta wake up in 3 hours. Ugh. Anyway, so
Damn.
Lee, you're not on this list because you haven't played in forever. So this is just a tier listing we're doing. You're free to just observe, but I will say easily that because you've been so away and busy with recent events, I will disregard any comments you have about these players. But it's good to see you.
Do your thing, man.
If you can shed some light on who is this person?
Lee, do you want to share your story with them, or should I just say I don't want to tell?
Where do I start? Like,
He is somebody
how
who
did I
lives
join?
Syria, and he was on the other team. His team lost, and now he's one of the last surviving players left that they're gonna hunt him down, probably, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
I'll be eventually hunted down.
yeah. Were you the wrong
But I
minority?
don't care. I asked you about PvP.
Oh no, he's just a Russia player that played casually. It was fun.
No.
It was fun. Like, he's a nice guy. Okay, so for ODX, he plays random, so I will give him one more point. So I was gonna give him 2, but for this I'll give him 3 then. He plays. You guys are telling me he's playing consistent, like he's playing random sometimes, right? Like, I see it.
Most of the time.
Okay, good.
Most of the times, yeah. 3 is good.
Good. Eco and macro, I do see him building 2 or 3, hack vans, but that's it. But he does know how to build an army. Not very good, but he does build an army. He doesn't float.
You skipped the Nick and the player.
Yes,
to me?
because
What?
yes, because I love you, ODX. All right.
Okay.
We can flirt with each other. Okay, we can say these beautiful pet names to each other, but I still appreciate you being around.
Yeah.
Okay. So for eco and
That's
macro, internet center, yeah, he does build hack vans, but I haven't seen him build more than 5 hack vans in the game. You guys seen it?
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He did.
Sometimes.
Okay. Can anybody else say something about that? Guys, come on. This ODX, he plays like a lot. Well, I know.
Jad, you have anything? Especially Nick. I'm struggling with him.
Yalla, Habibi, come on.
Wait, which part?
Yeah,
Was
sorry about
I
that. I
said,
was
did you see him build more than 5
sorry
hack
for
vans in a game? Like
I actually
interceptor plus
saw him.
5.
Yeah, I
Like,
saw him.
what?
okay, good. Like if you see him
Hacker
build
Vans, you mean?
interceptor plus more than 5 hack vans, did you see it?
Yeah, I saw him. Yeah.
Okay, then I will give points to that. And for macro, I feel like he has an okay macro, but he can't float. I should start with a 3, maybe a 3.5 on this. What do you guys think about this?
3.5.
Yeah.
No, 3, 3, 3.
No, three, yeah, 3.
Okay.
Too much.
Game sense. I will always be mad at ODX because he sends a nuke cannon. He's like, aha, nuke cannon. And there's no ECM tank. Or there's one ECM tank but no anti-air. Or like one Gatling tank. Or one. Like, it's never enough. He can never protect his nuke cannons. And it always upsets me, you know?
No,
like,
I bought the ECM tank, man.
no, I mean, I'm just saying, like, something is always missing and you lose your expensive units.
Yeah,
and I don't like that.
they are always missing. Yes,
Like,
I forgot something.
you forget something and, like,
But
yeah.
I want to say that
one unit,
Nuke
right?
Cannon just looks like a grasshopper, and I feel very good when I kill it.
Yeah.
Like crushing an insect.
That's the ECA player, guys.
I wanna hear Nick.
You have something against DCA, boy?
Mm. Okay, so back to the
Nick,
thing. Yeah,
what do you think, Nick?
so for game sense, I could start with 3, but I think I can go above that. Because, like, I've seen games where he ignored the tech buildings all game long, or ignored the supply crates all game long. And he doesn't keep
Yeah.
harassment a lot. Like, his gameplay is to blob, like Luna is in a way. Like, he doesn't harass really well. Like, he can use jets, which is above Luna.
I mean,
So,
okay, for ODX, he has an issue where he dies quick sometimes. I mean, it's not
Yeah,
even justified. He just dies for some reason. I don't even
No,
know
no, no.
how.
Oh, ODX, I want to say that I have very bad words in store for you, but I won't say it because I am trying to fast. And what I'm gonna say is that you give up so fucking easily. Just piss me off to the no end.
okay,
Yeah,
in fact,
exactly.
Just
Exactly.
kills everything
If
in
we're
team
roasting-
games, especially.
if we're roasting ODX, I got one more complaint. Okay, guys, be back in 15 minutes. And he just leaves. Like, you know,
Yes.
and it's
Yes,
been like,
but
That's
like
and it's
yeah,
been like,
you
that's it.
have so much. I never. Okay, let's talk about me and other players. I never give up if I don't get my solo killed or region command killed on both.
okay,
And I know that I don't have anything to do in the game. I give up. You give up if your nuke cans doesn't work. It's bad. You shouldn't do that. You will go to hell.
okay,
Stop it.
okay. That's enough, buddy. I'll just say that for
Go
two
easy,
things.
man. Go easy.
Okay, yeah,
Allah
that's
will
yeah.
punish you for
He's
this.
very
Allah will punish you.
he was very passionate. We love you. Okay, so I will say that you leaving randomly in games is almost as bad as Luna disconnecting, but you don't do that much. But when you do it, it's somehow in my games. If you do this on purpose, I will say it as well. Allah will punish you, my friend.
No. Allah will punish you, my friend. To redeem. He doesn't do it on purpose
yeah, it's
for
just,
you. He just does that.
It's just coincidences, but it feels like it's always me. I'm not saying it is. It just feels like that. Okay, so
You're just taking it on yourself.
for game sense, I want to say that he kills some games I know with against him. I've lost more units to mines than his units. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, because he likes to get the mine
Yeah.
upgrade. I don't know. For game sense, I'm gonna just leave it at 3. I feel like I can't put it more, but like I said, ODX, if you
Yeah, but
fix your mistakes, sorry. Hmm?
Just China, or as in sense of all the factions.
Oh, for all the factions, I would probably, maybe even drop it because I don't know. His GLA is okay. I don't think his
okay,
EC is good.
so
One moment.
look,
Somebody
I
at the door.
think
1 second. You guys talk.
Okay.
He's safe in the start, and his teammate provides cover for him. But if he has to fend for himself, his GLA dies very easily.
Frontline War Factory as GLA.
Okay, so for the other factions, his ECA is actually good. I think it's his second best faction after China. But for the other factions, I
yeah.
think he struggles a lot. Yeah, I mean,
I
dies quickly
saw
with
him do
USA
good
and
USA
GLA.
once.
It's rare to see, but he struggles a lot. I mean, if he faces Russia or China, he's
Oh
doomed.
no, that wasn't good. I'm messing it up. It was a 3-3 on Audi Museum, and he was struggling against Mao's ECA as USA.
See?
But he did, assist with his Air Force from time to time. But I carried that game. Okay, it's just me, guys. Ignore me.
Yeah. Wow.
So,
Who's die? Wow. Um. Okay, so I'm gonna go and do something. Okay, see you later in maybe 15 minutes or something.
Okay.
Joe Biden.
No, Joe Biden is dead.
So, where I am gonna to be? C, D,
We
B.
we don't know that yet, man. We don't know it. I think you'll be behind me, above me. I don't know, somewhere around me, somewhere in the C tier.
Yeah, I mean, if he's in C tier, it's going to be behind Darial or in front of Levy in the D tier.
Shouldn't ODX be above me? No, I'm gonna leave it to you
Yeah,
guys.
I do. Because I can beat you in all factions.
I mean,
You can beat
if you're
me.
talking about verticality, then yes. But if you're talking about the game mechanics and everything else, then
Well,
it's quite similar to you. Yeah. Let's see how Bruce does it.
I don't think you can beat me, ODX. With all due respect, your China maybe can, but other factions, I don't think so.
Nick as he's better than you. But in that case,
I think we're around equal, but thanks for the information.
no, no, that uh, that it. Nick, I can beat him in as China as
So
ECA.
you're saying that you can beat Nick's ECA with your China, and you're saying that Nick's ECA is better than mine. I don't think that
Yeah,
Nick's ECA is better
yeah,
than
yeah,
mine.
yeah.
I think we're around the same, and I can't really rate it in detail, so I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna be silent. But you're
Well,
free to 1v1 me, and I promise you that it's gonna be a tough win for you.
well, let's do it then.
Not right now.
Okay, okay. When when Bruce is
What?
silent, Joe Biden, where he is.
His apartment got bombed by communists. They got him.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe his French VPN is malfunctioning.
But I could beat Joe Biden few times in 3 days ago as China and as ECA. As USA, I'm still not good at micro, you know.
What happened to you?
Okay, I know I took too long, guys, but there was something that happened, and yeah, I may have to leave in the next 20 to 30 minutes. So I'm sorry. What were we doing for ODX? You guys talked everything out. Let me just hear the answer.
I don't think that we talked everything out, but I
For
think
pushing an
that he
ending, I feel
should.
like he could do it. So 2.5 to 3, I think, would be good for pushing an ending.
I think he should be somewhere around me. I'm not sure though.
Okay, I'm going to do 3 then. Is that 2.5? Yeah, I feel like his pushes don't scale that well like game. Co-op and support. He sometimes voice chats. He doesn't do it all the time. Would you want? Um, what's its name? Okay, Corpsey's having a meltdown. I'll ignore it until he cools down.
Because you placed them wrong. He's an A tier.
Okay, well, it's not over yet either. So, anyways, for co-op and support, I have like so many players to go through, man.
Also, I'm gonna go now, so enjoy
Yeah.
the tier list.
Thank you, man. Co-op and support. You guys want to end this stream and just continue tomorrow, by the way?
Let's finish ODX and let's be done with this.
Okay, then let's just end ODX then, yeah. For co-op and support, I feel like he doesn't do enough jet airplay to do proper support, and he doesn't build ECMs and props in his allies' bases for proper reasoning. But he does play random. I feel like he's not great at it either, but he's not bad either. He's just I feel like I just gonna give him this guy full threes, and it feels like a stereotype. Is this? Let's go with it. Any objections?
Yeah. No.
All right. This one I feel we could come back and rearrange. This one I might have misjudged. So let me just go ahead and put ODX somewhere. Where do I put ODX? I don't feel like D would be fair for him. But Levy is a good, decent player from what you guys told me. I'm gonna say I would prefer Luna over him. What do you guys think?
Who?
ODX. I think I would prefer Luna over him. But what
Yes.
do you guys think?
Yeah.
Wait, what did Nick say?
I'm saying I would take Darial over ODX any day, any time.
Okay, but is that because of communication or over total skill?
Everything.
Hmm.
And
ODX, do you feel this is unfair? All right. So then, what was I gonna say? I think I'm gonna end the
think
stream here.
ODX
But
should be
you guys, ODX, do you think this is fair for you?
As you like, guys. I don't mind it. But Luna, I can beat him.
Really?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can sometimes. I don't know. No, this
I
is
feel like I
wrong.
could swap these two. I feel like I could swap these two and it'll be okay. But
I
he does play well.
see Sujad he would think.
Sajad, we're having a
about
hard time for the
this.
last one of the night, which is where
Ask
do I put
Sajad.
Osama? Do I put him before Luna? After? Like, where do I put Sajad? I'm struggling here. Score-wise, he should be here. Wait, for a point, right? No, wait. Yeah, score-wise, actually, this is what it should be like. Wait, score-wise, it should be like this, but we're doing it like this. But let's think about it.
I
Where do
think this is fine. Luna, me, and Osama.
Hmm.
And Sajad ahead of me, behind Luna.
Sajad, where I need you. You're the last one to make the comment. I'm going to end the stream here. This is the last person for tonight. That's fine. I'm gonna say part 1 though. Wait. I know. Yeah. So how about this, guys? We're not sure where to put Luna. I know Luna. We're not sure where to put Osama here. So I think we should hmm. Well, Darial doesn't play random actually. I can give him a point for that.
Yeah, six only playing ECA.
Yeah. But I think Daryl will kick your ass in the future easily. Like
I can
um
still kick.
Luna
Not against
playing
China. I don't know against China. I have never played 1v1s, but
China and
the people
DNA.
that play 1v1s against me and against ODX told me that I can beat ODX, including
hmm.
I
Sajat.
think Darial can beat DX.
Yeah, but because of that, I don't play random. ODX maybe should be above me,
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. You know what?
but
Because
I
of
do beat.
Luna's okay, but maybe because of Luna's behavior and his lack of using jets, like Osama cannot use jets a lot either, but he's better than Luna at it. I think I'm gonna go with Osama being the best of C tier.
Really.
Yeah, just because he doesn't rage either. Like he has a better, calmer head. Like I never seen Osama rage at somebody. He did, but like not to a level that affects him. He only raged after the game, saying, "Hey, idiot, you didn't do this, you didn't do that."
We know a person who said that he raged against him.
Hmm. Okay.
Yes, from Poland. I'm not. I don't mean CNC.
Okay. Per Patrick. Okay, so I think this is where I'm gonna end it for here tonight, guys. There's still like a lot of people. I'm getting tired either, and I think I have to go to the hospital. So
Damn.
wait, can you at least
You
rate
okay,
me?
bro?
No. Um, but
No.
I will get going, and I'm sorry, guys. I will end things here. Thank you all for tuning in, and maybe in part two we will revise and look over our mistakes and fix them. But for now, this is where the listing is. All right. We have Marakar here, Frost in the head of A tier with CNC behind him, MP3 behind him, with Corpsey and Calvin behind on B tier, with Mitya behind him and Admiral there. Let's see, for Osama on C tier with Luna and Darial, Lebby in the top of D, with Ado in the back, and Mr. Hengel in the least. And for the advancing ranks, we have these people who could be much higher if they put their time and effort into it. We have Juba, MP, and Badger and MSR, and people who need further learning are Naveed, Aldi, Flamer, Bob, and Mao, who need to focus on the basics and do better. So that's where we're gonna end it for now. I'm aware most of the testers and fun people are not here, so I should just do this. Can you just screenshot this for Tao so I can piss him off? Just do that. Just screenshot this and send to Tao.
Okay.
Just send this to him.
Okay. Done.
All right, thank you. That's all I need. All right, it's not genuine at all. I'm just fucking around. Okay, that's about it. Thank you.
Bye.
My mistakes. My mistakes on this could be Corpsey on B tier. It could be Admiral on B tier. He could definitely be A. I could maybe be putting Levy on C tier and Daryl on D tier maybe. And I could, what's his name? Osama and Luna. It could be a mistake. And one more mistake I did. I need to remember.
Me on D tier being
Like I might
dumb.
swap. Like again, you two might be swapped. These two might be swapped. Admiral and like these two. I don't know. Like if I'm saying if I'm speaking out loud, these things mistakes I might have made. For Corpsey being on A tier, guys, I don't think it's a mistake. But I'm not somebody without mistakes, so we'll come back to it maybe later. But for now, yeah, these are ones I'm gonna say. I don't think Corpse D is A tier material right now compared to these three players. Don't know. Maybe I'll be
Of
reconsidering
course,
this in
these
the
white
future.
material.
All right, so I'm going to end ending the stream here. Thank you for watching. What's the seal page? There we go. All right, thank you all, and I will be leaving now.